I'm just going to pause.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Danksters, Basters, Ravensters. Happy Saturday.
Danks loves the names.
What's going on, you two? How are you tonight?
Everybody loves a name. Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Kelly, I am liking that microphone. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, it's a little embarrassing. Sorry, I am out of my element. I came to see my parents for Easter, and I tried to bring my setup. And of course, once I scrambled here, I realized I left my mic. And so
anyway. I thought you were about to start selling those, that you had your own brand you were rolling out.
Maybe I should try. I'm sure I could find a deal on Temu or something. But no, my mom went to go and she scrambled. I had a stream earlier and she was a saint. She went to go find something at Walmart like 30 miles away because we live in a small, or they live in a very small town. So anyway, she was a trooper.
That is very nice of her.
Yep.
Yeah.
So hopefully it sounds okay. I have no clue what it sounds like, but hopefully
sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
It was even on sale.
I might need to take some mushrooms to like really enjoy it. Looks like that would trip me out a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do drugs. I might drink. I'm like trying to decide if I'm gonna. I had this beer and I have it on ice. It's been sitting in my fridge for like 4 weeks. And I said, well, so I don't have to get up, maybe I'll put it on ice just in case. But welcome everyone. We've got a spectacular show planned for you this evening. This is the They Think You're Stupid podcast on Saturday nights. No, I don't know if Kelly likes it. We were trying to come up with a name and I kind of like it. I like it, but I don't know. We'll see. Trying to come up with something. But
I am so confused right now because the chat has been asking me for weeks to go on Kick too. They don't understand like why I only stream on YouTube.
You're having computer issues again? Is that?
It's not that I'm having computer issues. Apparently, I see the chat moving. Shout out to everybody that's watching me on Kick. But on my screen, like on how they got like the YouTube studio, on my Kick studio, it says that I'm offline and I don't see the picture. So I was just texting Stacy. Shout out to Stacy, who's like, no, we could see you. It's working.
Oh, good. That's great.
That's just throwing me off. It's like, why is that saying that I'm offline?
We are. I'm setting up the Rumble stream. So if you guys want to follow on Rumble, feel free. And I'm going to set that up right now. So if you are a Rumbler, please go over and check it out. And I'm trying to get these two to set that up as well. But anyways, so lots of interesting things this week. Your boy has gone viral on X, that would be your boy Danks, me, for a couple of things, and it's surrounding media, TPUSA, foreign agents of Israel, and the president and his family, and Tyler Boyer, and my goodness.
Speaking of Tyler Boyer, I feel kind of left out, because in the past week, first he's making public statements trying to dispute Kelly's reporting. Then he's commenting, disputing your reporting. I don't know. Maybe I haven't called him a scumbag enough times. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. I actually spoke to somebody from Turning Point USA. Shout out. You know who you are. I'm not, going to be putting anybody's names out there. And they actually said that Tyler Boyer is getting a really bad rap and that he's actually a really nice guy behind the scenes. So take that for what it's worth. I tell everybody.
Well, sorry. Go ahead. And
I was just going to say, I always tell everybody that everything is a factor in the equation. And the longer this investigation into Charlie Kirk goes on, the harder and harder it is for me to believe that, like, everybody's in on offing them.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like a lot of these people, like, they're already pretty set for life Like they have generational wealth. It's like, how much money do you need? You know what I mean? So the idea that everybody's behind it, and all I'm saying is I've spoken to a couple people from the inside that they got some questions. They don't see certain individuals that we have thought so far may be implicated in this conspiracy, that they don't think that they would have ever been involved in anything that would have harmed Charlie. So for the sake of being objective and because of things I said in the past, I'm just always going to be a straight shooter. I'm going to call it like I see it, and that's just what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say from the public discourse, this is what I'll tell you, and I'm really good at reading people. I've had to be in my life, from the lifestyle that I chose to live, from not being able to trust people and living a rough life, all the way to playing poker full time, to just understanding patterns and people and the way, things happen in life. And so I will say that there's two things for me. Tyler Boyer comes off as the kind of guy that the woman or the girl in high school could bring home to her mother, and she would fall head over heels. The mother would fall head over heels for her boyfriend, the story would be Tyler. So say you're like going to take her to prom, Tyler, and you're good at schmoozing the mom and stuff, but I just have a feeling that as soon as you get into that limo, you pull out a bag of weed. I just have a feeling that you're that. And you gotta, I just don't know why, man. I think that because I am like that, you know what I mean? So I can recognize when someone's a schmoozer and has that really nice, soft, tender personality when it needs to be. But I've also heard him say that he's got really big balls and that he calls the shots, and when he didn't know he was being listened to. So I've seen.
Well, no. Tyler Boyer definitely calls the shots. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Up until, Charlie left the board, I never even knew who this guy was. I wasn't following Turning Point. Like, I wasn't following Charlie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have known. But from all the research that I've done, it seems like he got involved pretty early. He got involved in like 2015, back when Charlie still, I believe, had this thing based in Chicago, and that Tyler was the one that got him to move it to Arizona, and that he was the one calling the shots on certain levels and building things up, and that he did know Erica before Erica met Charlie, and that he had a lot to do with bringing her in. So there's definitely a lot of truths to parts of the conspiracy, but I mean, seeing what's going on now, like the way that they said he was killed and that it was Tyler Robinson, it's like we know that that's basically ruled out. I mean, the 911 tapes didn't match. Like, how many times can we go over this? But between all the hand signals you see on the scene, the 911 tapes don't match. You got God knows how much DNA on that alleged screwdriver that wasn't initially found, but brought up later, on the gun that they said that the dogs didn't find right away, which seems kind of impossible to me. The gun that the parents recognized on TV, even though the picture of the gun that was shown on TV was a Google stock photo and not the actual gun. They have made so many mistakes. They botched this whole cover up so many different ways. And now it really is a question of what exactly are they covering up? We know they're all covering up something, but what are they covering up?
Put two little photos just for good throwback memories. As
Erica, Tyler, and Netanyahu's son?
Well, no, not
that's
those, but actually probably one of their first big public appearances. As we tie in Trump, I think this would be fully appropriate as we kick this all off tonight. Danks, if you see that, I'm not able to add it to the stage, but I do have it in the queue for you.
Which one? You got two in there.
Yeah, you can pick either one. You can pick the first.
Oh, that's you here. Okay.
Yep. So you guys can't see my mouse, but Erica, you might have seen these photos before. That's Erica.
Yes. Erica with her mom, right? And then
in
Tyler.
The coral at the top row, the coral.
All the way in the back?
Dress. Yep.
All the way in the back. Yeah.
All the way.
The only
in the
one
back.
wearing like pink with the blonde.
Yeah, it's like a coral color with the long blonde hair. And then if you go down like 2 rows, you see this guy in this navy suit, and then go just over one, and
Yeah,
there's
is that Tyler?
Boyer.
Yeah,
Yep.
I see him.
Mhm. Holding
He's kind of in front of the guy that's next
baby.
to Erica, right? The one that's in like the black and white looking
The guy with the red tie to the if you're him, it's to Tyler Boyer, to that guy's left, and Tyler Boyer is holding a child.
Holding a child, small child.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And so there's actually audio.
Allegedly Tyler Boyer. I don't know.
No, it
Unless you
is.
know.
It is. It
No,
definitely is.
that I'm
So
pretty sure was
Tyler-
confirmed. That's
yeah,
not an
yes.
alleged.
And no, in fact, because Tyler had described how Erica supposedly called him up or emailed him. One of the two. Sorry, I can't remember for sure. But supposedly Erica contacted him and said, "Hi, I was Miss Arizona, and I would really love to be involved in the Trump campaign. Is there a possibility that I could be at the rally?" And he says this in a podcast, I believe. There's a recording of all of this, and he says, well, I thought, a beautiful, young lady, Miss Arizona, by all means, let's get her right behind Trump. And so, sure enough, bada bing, bada boom, there she is.
So, yeah, there's been a lot of different stories on how she's been introduced to the whole team. Obviously, that probably seems like the most realistic, but then again, we can't forget about her running. I mean, her being with Yair Netanyahu, and then they said they met at some other place in New York, I think, and then at the interview. So it's like there's so many interesting ways of how they've gotten involved. But one thing for sure I will say is that despite, like, if we just take Charlie Kirk out of this for now, my whole situation with Tyler Boyer, and if you don't know, I made a post, one of them Tyler Boyer commented on, and he basically said I was just making stuff up, when all of you know, if you know me, I only talk from the documents.
That must have made you feel so warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Tyler.
Well, it's like, and then when I dropped more receipts, he went silent. Maybe I can bring that up here. So let me, I'll show the post, and then we can just, I don't know, maybe discuss it. So here it is. All right. So let me make sure that this is, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. Okay. So this post right here says, why did Clock Tower LLC receive $999,000 in donor money? Oh, by the way, I talked about this on my live stream some time ago, and I couldn't figure out the details of this Clock Tower LLC. All right. This was maybe in January, and I had been spending a lot of time from like January to February. And then I made a comment on Baron's stream. I was like, hey, I think I figured out at least more details about this clock tower. And apparently Baron Coleman had also figured some stuff out too. So I didn't know that he talked about this, but just so you know, like my claim to whatever I've discovered ties directly to Salem Media, Clock Tower LLC, and the Charlie Kirk show, but also tying in what Baron and I have both talked about. And see, like, I like to give credit where even if I didn't know someone covered it and I know they had later, I still want to give that person credit. I've seen people, even as of recently, take all the work that I did about Salem Media and make posts as if it was their own research, which, that's on you. It's fine. I'm not going to gripe about it. The only important thing is that somebody's talking about it. That's really all I care about. But I will say, Baron was also talking about this. So there's a company called Clock Tower LLC that America's Turning Point actually paid $999,000 to. And then about a year and a half later, so this is the America's Turning Point 2019 Form 990. This is a nonprofit 50C4 receipt tax form, income tax form. And in their independent contractors, which they only had one independent contractor of 2019 that they claimed, they paid $999,000. What's interesting is they only made like $2.1 million in claimed revenue. So they paid this company, which is a storefront location hidden behind a registered agent title, address, phone number, everything is hidden behind Clock Tower LLC, behind a company called Key State, which actually Key State gives $100,000 guarantee that they can keep your company like completely private. That's like part of their shtick, which is
I
interesting.
thought that was some sort of violation, though.
Not certain states like Wyoming. I think certain Wyoming, I guess Nevada, or maybe certain cities in Nevada, and then
I'm just
Delaware.
I'm just having trouble believing this, because this is supposed to be the most transparent administration of all time.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just a nonprofit, right?
And the
So you're talking
president's
about-
son
but
has
this
a
isn't
30%
that's-
stake in Salem Media.
You're taking this out of context. It's Clock
Yeah.
Tower LLC, and I cannot definitively say that this is Clock Tower X LLC because that's why I'm talking about this. But I'm asking the question in this post, if you look back, why did Clock Tower LLC receive that money from Charlie Kirk's America's Turning Point, produce nothing, dissolve, and then the same name reappeared as a foreign agent for Israel just a couple years later, right? And so I show the filing, I show what I just showed you here, the money research project on educational outputs, and then I show registrant Clock Tower X LLC, Bradley Parscale. What's interesting is Bradley Parscale had mentioned when he had mentioned in a news reporting or something, and they quoted him, and he just said Clock Tower after he had opened this one up. And so I know that he refers to his company as just Clock Tower. Another thing is that Bradley Parscale is tied to the Trump administration as well as an associate of Charlie Kirk, because they're all in the same circle. So they've done work together. Now, the most interesting part, well, not the most interesting part, but about this story in particular, is that Boyer, creeping on my comments, someone posted this. So then this person said, this screams Tyler Boyer and Jake Hoffman, while Chris Mays acts deaf, blind, and dumb. One would assume, almost assume she gets a nice incentive. And then they're talking about the fraudulent schemes and how, okay, if you know, Tyler Boyer was federally pardoned by Trump. However, he's still facing state charges in Arizona, along with Jake Hoffman. And then what's funny is Boyer comes in and he says, AKA just made up stuff. And so all of these allegations, he says that. And what's funny is it's got 19,000 views and it has 1 like, 52 comments just destroying him. But I came in and I said made up, and then I reset everything. Okay. And then I also said, and Turning Point already has a documented history funding Israeli programs. The Experience Israel program, ring a bell? Which part is made up, Tyler? Is this made up too? So then I bring more receipts. Experience Israel program, the region of Israel, twice, Israel, Switzerland, and it shows money here as grants from Turning Point USA Incorporated. So he's nowhere to be found. He got lost and couldn't find his way back to the comment section, unfortunately. And this is
maybe we should call him. I'm sure we can reach him somehow.
I mean, I'm open to talking to him, Tyler, if you're watching this, or if somebody wants to have you reach out, or if somebody is allowed to give me his number, then fine, I'm open to it. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm not here to paint anybody the bad guy, but I am just asking questions. And it might come across as kind of brash, but it's kind of serious. You know what I mean? You're giving almost half, not you, because, well, maybe you were the COO at the time of the head program, TPUSA, which makes you the chief operator.
Also, didn't Trump give him a pardon at some point?
Yeah, I just mentioned that, right? So he gave him a federal pardon.
Yeah.
For the stuff that he's under indictment still in Arizona.
Right.
Yeah. And I wasn't trying to take anything out of context before. I was really just being sarcastic, because when you really start breaking this down and going through the weeds, it's all very connected. It's all very connected. It's very incestuous. This whole situation with Brad Parscale, his history with Trump. He's been working with Trump since the early 2010s. He was actually working, I believe, right under Jared Kushner during his time working on Trump's campaign, if I'm not mistaken. And then you see all the connections with Tyler Boyer and Turning Point, and how the Charlie Kirk show was getting distributed by Salem Media. And then
well, let's talk about that, because I don't know if everyone's seen that. We've been talking about it all week, but there's a lot of people maybe haven't seen. So
do you have the list? Can we pull up the whole list of different?
I have this one, and then I have a longer
people
list
that are getting distributed or affiliated with Salem Media, so that they can see just how much influence they have.
Yeah. First, let me explain this.
Can I ask one question though, back on the Clock Tower thing? So Clock Tower, it dissolved. Was that right? It dissolved as one.
Yeah, I think they stopped paying their
registration fee or something.
I believe that's the case. I have to pull up the document again, but yeah, they're not paying their formal registration, I believe.
And what year was that? Do you recall?
2022, I think.
Okay.
And then in 2025, you had the arrival of Clock Tower X LLC in August, registered September 18th as a foreign agent.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, 8 days after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, right?
And so there was nothing in that 23, 24, 25 that we know of?
I looked through, and what regards are you asking?
Well, I mean, like, what do you think, like, they would have been sending that money to? Like, I mean, would it have been what would Clock Tower's purpose have been?
Well, I don't know, because Clock Tower was only 2 months. It's been a few months since I looked through all the files again, because this is I've known about this stuff, right? So this is all just in my data set, and I decided to post it because I found the connection of Salem Media,
right?
But I believe that was the only time Clock Tower LLC was ever in any of the anything at all. Clock Tower LLC. So what's strange about it is they received they received $1 million, damn near 1,000 shy of $1 million, and then there's no reporting. They're a hidden company behind a company that specializes in hiding tax information on a entity, right? And all of the private information.
And you said that it was a massive amount of their budget, of the TPUSA budget too.
Income.
Right? Yeah.
The actual income of America's Turning Point, I think it was like 2.1 million they claimed, and they gave them 999,000 that year. So like 48%, 48.5%.
Seems bizarre.
And then like 2 years later, they closed down. They closed their doors. And then 2.5 years, 3 years later, a foreign agent opens up with a person that's connected to them that happens to actually be oh shoot, I think I might have had a revelation. What year did Salem Media sign what year did Salem Media bring on Charlie Kirk's show?
There we go.
Wasn't that 2020? Or was it before that?
No, I think it was later.
It was 2020.
It was 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
You could have just asked me, Danks.
Yeah, so what if I just wanted to make sure. So what if they
closed the deal with Don Jr. in just this past April?
So what year? Okay, so what year did Salem Media Network start operating in conservative?
Oh,
media?
they've been around for decades. Dude.
I think they've been the
70s.
70s, yeah. But I wonder
74.
when they started getting involved in podcasting and like these high-profile conservative voices. Because recent developments launched Salem News Channel, a 24/7 conservative news television network.
I feel like
what if on the
COVID,
back end? Hold on. What if on the back end they were using that money to buy some? This is totally just conjecture. But what if they were using that money to buy a stake in something in Clock Tower X LLC?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. Is like, we would have to see, like, get the minutes. It is a nonprofit. Like, we should be able to have access to this information because we actually pay for those taxes. So the thing is, why all of this is being talked about, right? Why are we talking about all this? Because on my website, AmericansForTransparency.org. I was doing some more digging because I was just something wasn't sitting with me about. I still haven't figured out, even today, I haven't figured out what Clock Tower LLC is and why they took $1 million from Turning Point USA's entity. Right. So, and I've posted a bunch of times. It just happened to be because I attached another clock tower that's ran by a foreign agent that runs all of these conservative media networks. So it'd be better if I just read the post, because this will make it streamlined for me instead of just rambling. So this is the post that went viral. It's got 740,000 views. I have another one that's done almost 500,000. So it was back to back. So essentially, did you know that the Charlie Kirk show, remember, we just said as of 2020, right? Salem Media Group officially brought on Charlie Kirk in 2020. All right. And they actually were the #1 broadcasted show. Not only that, Josh Hammer, Dennis Prager, Laura Trump, Larry Elder, Hugh Hewitt, Dinesh D'Souza, who reached out and actually said that he started his own show. So I guess he's not affiliated anymore, but he still was for the time that Brad Parscale was there, since January of 2025.
You know what I just
Sebastian
thought of
Gorka,
that we should have thought about sooner?
What?
Why did he feel the need to rush to tell you that, hey, I'm not really affiliated with them, I started my own thing? Like, what does he know about Salem Media and what's going on that he did not want to be affiliated or connected with?
Yeah, I mean, we could show that post. I think I bookmarked it.
Because if there's nothing sketchy going on, if there's nothing shady going on, or any type of illicit activity, why would he care if his name is connected to it or not? He would only feel the need to publicly, disconnect if he had a reason, no?
Sometimes he just chimes in, sometimes he just wants to say a little something. He didn't say anything of substance.
Let me see.
I'm just asking. I don't,
He didn't say anything of substance, right? He didn't provide any evidence. He didn't really, attempt to.
No. All he actually was kind of like, yo, what's your deal, man? Like, I'm not with them anymore.
Yeah.
And so I kind of went a little hard at him, which whatever, like, I don't feel bad about any of these scumbags, because honestly, they're all using the same propaganda, Zionist talking points, rapture bullshit to make Christians believe that that is the reality of the Christianity, which it's not. It's all bullshit. And when you're part of that crew, you get nothing from me. So right here, he said, just for accuracy, you might want to remove my name from your list. I started a new weekly show this year that is not part of Salem. I have no current projects that are associated with Salem. And I just lit him up again. I mean, I just said, basically, I asked him questions. Actually, to be fair, I asked him questions. I ask everybody questions. The way I light people up is I ask questions, but they can't respond. You see? So I put people in positions because I really need to know these questions, the answers to them, in order to find out their positioning. And when they don't answer, it tells me everything I need to know. So whether you answer or not, I get what I want, right? So basically I said, did you not know your network, the chief strategy officer, was a registered foreign agent for Israel? Or did you know and leave without telling a single person who trusted you? Because those are very different things. And your audience deserves an answer, not an exit strategy. Why did you really leave? And basically, I also asked a variety of similar questions. And, there was, I think he commented again, I don't think you have a clue how these things work. I did a podcast until 2025 in which I contributed the content with 100% editorial control, and Salem sold the ads. We had a rev share deal. I never worked for Salem and received a salary. So what exactly is your issue here? And I said, don't insult my intelligence, basically. You answered none of my questions. It's fine. I'm not your enemy. The company you work for is all of ours. God bless. Which actually we hit trending #1 that day too, by the way. Because we're finding out that the bulk of our media, which I'm going to show you that right now, is actually bought out by Brad Parscale's company. But the reason why this is so important is this, right? So Brad Parscale, he is the chief strategy officer of Salem Media Group, which is the largest conservative radio network in America. And he's also the owner of Clock Tower X LLC, registered foreign agent. You can just go to americasfortransparency.org here, and you can see right here on my site. I put all the information here, so if you want to check it out, you can. And then I have a whole list of the roster and then connected investigations as well. Thing is, in their documentation, it says that the FARA filing states that Israeli government messaging gets integrated into Salem Media Network properties. But the problem is those properties never get disclosed into the FARA documents, which is a violation. All right. And it's not just that, it's also affiliates as well. So I can go to their documents, Clock Tower LLC, and I have all of the registration information in here. Okay. So you can go to, I think it's exhibit. Let me make sure this is the right one. Look at all these FARA documents, bro. I think it's this one. Oh, is it not going to come up? Let me see if it's this one here. It's one of these. I did some work to the site yesterday and I added a whole bunch of pages, so some might not work. And it takes a while to load from a third party. But it says, not just that. Let me make sure this is the one. It says that it's integrating into Salem Media. And you didn't know this, Baze. I went through this today and I put it on my video. Right, so check this out. Oh, this is the short form. So let me go back to up top, I think, right here. I think this is the one, Exhibit B. Affiliated or associated companies. It's not even just Salem, bro. It's everybody they're associated with, and it says it in the FARA filing. Like we thought it was that, but it actually says it in the document, bro.
Well, no, I didn't think it was just Salem. I mean, it's obvious because they all have the same the same talking points. They're all pushing the same narrative, same agenda.
Right here.
And if any of these people are getting paid, then it has to be documented somewhere.
So content production and distribution. This is FARA registration. It was updated on the 26th. Oops. Damn it. How do I get rid of this? And it says right here, paid integration of narrative messaging into, this is part of Clock Tower X LLC. This is their FARA filing. This is one of many. And part of their entire mission is to be integrated into the narrative messaging into Salem Media Network properties and aligned distribution channels. Paid media campaigns delivering a minimum of 50 million impressions per month with a target average CPM under $2 across the combined budget pool. So they are targeting anybody that's in conservative media, and in their FARA filing, they're actually supposed to update every single company that they're targeting essentially or working with for narrative distribution. But I haven't seen any evidence of that. The problem is that Pam Bondi actually disbanded the federal oversight for convicting felonious acts for FARA, unless it's directly treasonous, which I don't see how this isn't, but they filed the FARA document, but they're under violation. So it's kind of a mixed bag of information. Let me say what's up to Measured Man. Passing this through, Danks, if they're changing what religious NPOs can do, they've been tracking it. BestNet is shifting, and it looks like they want Lake back in so Boyer can get a state pardon. I'm not, and I think that Keli might be able to speak more on that. Do you know about, I think you know more about the Arizona politics, or?
Yes, I know a little bit about the, sorry, I saw another thing with someone else. So, okay, passing this through, they're changing what religious NPOs can do. We've been tracking BestNet is shifting. Looks like they want Lake back in so Boyer can get a state pardon. Okay, I don't know specifically about that, but I have been keeping an eye on the Arizona politics, but I will take a look at that. I've been trying to keep a close eye on Arizona and Utah state politics, so that's interesting. And yeah, in regards to the Arizona state politics, I've got an eye on the Farnsworth race. In case y'all didn't know, Terrell Farnsworth's brother is running for state representative, which is interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
I want to say one thing, just a personal thing. You know, I don't know if I trust her very much, bro. Like, she doesn't look very nice. Just to me, like, that looks like when my mom caught me smoking weed when I was a kid. Like I'm gonna bring the belt out and whoop that ass. But that's in public. Like, there's people around. She doesn't look happy. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Whatever. Anyways, Kari Lake and Tyler Boyer have a funny history because Tyler Boyer, through Superfeed, actually helped fund Kari Lake's campaign while Superfeed was unable to do so. And it was a violation. I forget exactly what it is. Man, there's just been so much information I've taken in. But thanks for the super chat. 10 Keli Rabon memberships from Roger Lane.
That's a beautiful thing.
Thank you, Roger. So kind of you. Really, really appreciate it.
Do you have any membership stuff that you do on a regular basis, or you're working towards it all?
I am working toward that. You know, we did that members stream a few weeks ago, which was super fun, and I need to get into a regular habit of doing some of those, and maybe even, you know, just doing some like kind of research with me kind of things, you know, and let people in on the things that like aren't fully cooked yet, but we can like work through things together, some kind of behind the curtain stuff. Maybe that would be cool. But y'all feel free to let me know what you'd like to see. But I appreciate your support either way.
Don't ask that. You know what they're gonna ask to see.
What are they?
Don't make me bring that picture up of that girl.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
I want to play something so bad, but I can't. I think
no. We told him no.
All right. I'll share it in the Discord.
It doesn't.
I shared it in the Discord. Actually, I told it.
Thanks. You just can't help yourself, bro.
I can't, bro. It's too good. What's up? Against my better judgment. Hi, Dankster and Kelly in chat. What's up, girl? Good to see you. Thanks for the super chat. Hopefully, we'll get to chat tomorrow morning. Death Queef 69, just straight death queefing it. Can we touch on Stardust Solutions at some point tonight? We might be able to if we can get there. Sounds like Kelly looked at me like, Danks, that might be your department.
Mm-hmm.
What we can do is
maybe
this.
They were talking about my microphone or something. I've seen a lot of people asking about my microphone, and I am out of my normal element tonight. So this is a microphone that was just purchased a couple of hours ago at Walmart because I'm at my parents' and I forgot my mic. So no, this is not a bong. This is not a kaleidoscope. This is not just, I don't know, some fun random toy. It's the mic. And I don't know how to make the rainbow effect turn off. So sorry.
Well, what's funny is that the rainbow effect might actually be nil because of this operation that I mean, so basically it's a sunlight reflected deterrent that they're like an aerosol injection that they're spreading in the atmosphere, and I'm sure you probably heard of that, right? So trying to they've got ties with all kinds of different organizations, and they're basically a geoengineering company. It's not exciting. I'll tell you that. It's not exciting in the way that, I mean, like, it's bullshit. But anyways, that's been kind of my week. I think I've been kind of just going harder on that. There's a lot of stuff revolving that circle. So, I did drop a clips channel as well. So you could just type in Danks Clips and find it. and I'll be doing shorts on that. But yeah.
Yeah, my shorts channel, it was supposed to get going like 2 weeks ago. I've been so backed up on everything. My shorts channel is coming, but I do have one announcement. Anybody who was in my members only show yesterday knows that I was talking about rolling out the merch. I actually gave away a lot of merch yesterday, and the shipments came in the mail today, and they are going to be pressed and shipped out either Monday or Tuesday, the latest. So if you were in my show yesterday and you sent the email, you guys could expect your hoodies.
Yeah, he had to get a loan from Citibank to get these shirts out to you guys. So be thankful.
No, they were no, most of them were sponsored by Stacy. Shout out to Stacy. That was actually very awesome.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I am just kidding. Hey, look, you got kick comments coming through, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? That's sick, bro. I like the K. Like me some K. So let's show the full entity breakdown.
That went over a lot of people's heads. Thanks.
It's okay. It's good. It's not a big deal.
That's for the best.
So here is the full breakdown of people. Oh, by the way, what's another thing? This is like a bottomless pit of information. This Salem Media, Donald Trump Jr. and Laura Trump own a significant stake of Salem Media as well. What I think is happening is this. Let me tell you what I think is happening. They take money that's either donor money or tax money. They wrap it as foreign aid. They send it to Israel. The Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs wraps that money as foreign aid, sends it back to the United States through FARA-documented LLCs and other non-documented companies, maybe Canary Mission, maybe ADL, other things like that. And then what they do is, I have a feeling that they're siphoning it back in through Clock Tower LLC and then distributing the money out to all of these conservative media speakers. And they're literally laundering that's what it's just a guess. I'm just talking shit here as a comedian, dumb comedian. That's it. On stage, is that they're literally just recycling the money, donor money, tax money, over and over again, and then they're disseminating it out to people that are spilling out their narrative. That's what I think is happening.
But isn't this similar? And we actually had this conversation on the phone before we started the stream. This reminds me a lot of what they were saying was going on with foreign aid to USAID. And shout out to Mike Benz. I believe he did a lot of investigating and reporting on that case, where what they do is they collect the tax dollars, they package it up and send it out to these countries under the guise of foreign aid. And then, deals get made behind the scenes and it just ends up getting kicked back. And before you know it, some of these politicians that are supposed to be making a couple $100,000 a year, within a decade or so, they're worth $100 million. And everyone says, well, how did that happen? And then you look at the legislation that these people pass and the types of deals that they're responsible for, where millions and in a lot of cases, billions of dollars get sent to under the guise of foreign aid. And I've spoken to some people. I'm not going to, I'm not going to say names, only because I don't know if they're working on stories where they're going to break the news themselves. But, I've been talking to a lot of people behind the scenes, and I've gotten like confirmation pretty much about certain cases with some countries, especially in like South America, where the U.S. is giving millions and billions of dollars. That's nothing's really getting done. And then all of a sudden in comes China, and they're working on, creating new water supplies, getting clean water and different agricultural projects and actual housing. Like how often do we hear, especially Democrats, talk about affordable housing? And then you see all these construction deals. And I don't mean to like single out Democrats, because Republicans, Democrats, I see it as two wings, one bird. I think that they're all scumbags. But you always hear talks about like affordable housing and they're going to do this and infrastructure. And it's just all bullshit. It's all just everything that's getting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like getting tongue tied right now. But they have all these projects where all these tax dollars get filled into, and they're spending so much money and nothing is getting done.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff getting done. They're taking all the money is going to everybody else. They're getting everything done for themselves. That's the thing, which might lead us into the next conversation I really want to talk about this. I saw this right before we went live, and I bookmarked it. Let me bring this up real quick. We will at least watch a big portion of it. Let me bring this up because I think this is important. Shout out to Black Scout Survival. He does great things on YouTube. And, you know, sometimes I see him as a little bit of a fear. What do they call that?
Fearmonger.
Fearmonger. So when he opens this up, you'll get why I say that. Do we have audio? Let me make sure I'm not pulling a Baron. Okay.
It's so funny how that's like.
Let me say this real clear. If even half of what I'm about to tell you right now is true.
I mean, he comes in hot. You know what I mean? Like, hold on.
Let me say this real clear.
But he's serious. But we have to take this seriously, what he's going to say.
Even half of what I'm about to tell you right now is true. We are not monitoring a situation anymore. We are watching the opening phase of a major escalation. We have that U.S. fighter jet that was down inside Iran. Reports that the pilot may have been captured. Massive U.S. airlift are underway right now. Iran is claiming new air defense systems, and Donald Trump just dropped a 48-hour warning. This is not normal, and this is how wars escalate. Okay, let's start off with the trigger point about the U.S. F-15E Strike Eagle that was shot down over Iran. Now, the interesting thing is that there's been mum's the word, okay? Haven't confirmed anything from our side. No statement, no denial, nothing. And when you see silence like that, especially in a situation this serious, they usually mean one of two things. One,
and I didn't mean that in a bad way. I watch Jack. I watch Black Scout Survival all the time. I think he does great work. Some of the most important in the space. So don't take that as a bad thing. Sometimes I wonder if he's been talking like this for a while, but I think it's important to have your heightened senses lifted because now here we are. You know what I mean? We're like 48 hours away or less from an Iran strike that's pretty much imminent at this point from our side, right?
They don't control the narrative yet. Two, the situation is worse than they want the public to know.
And what he's saying is
he's
saying it's quiet, right? Have you noticed they're not really saying much? There's not a whole bunch of media out talking right now. Okay. He's saying it's one of two things because of it.
No denial, nothing. And when you our side, no statement, no denial, nothing. And when you see silence like that, especially in a situation this serious, they usually mean one of two things. One, they don't control the narrative yet. Two, the situation is worse than they want the public to know. You got Iranian media claiming the pilot.
I'm gonna be right back in a minute.
Some reports are even saying that civilians located him. Okay, I'm going to show you first a clip of some hunting him down. So this came out.
سلام علیکم خسته نباشید. آشه سلام علیکم. علیکم سلام. امشب پیدا میشید نترس. آقا سلام علیکم یا الله یا سلام. پرچم همیشه بالا. آدی سلام علیکم خسته نباشید. خسته نباشید. خسته نباشید. یا سلام علیکم.
And this is why the situation is bad, is because you're in an area where you not only have the military, the police, you also have civilians out here looking for you.
So if you don't know, there was a downed fighter jet, F-15, that basically was taken down by Iranian combat, and the Iranians are out actually trying to find the pilot that was taken down and most likely ejected. I don't know if there's actually footage of the flight. I doubt there's any footage because of that area and the war zone, but that's what's happening here right now. So they're looking for the pilot. These are Iranians looking for the pilot that is an American pilot, hopefully still is an American pilot.
Bad situation. Now there's a video circulating. Again, I don't know how true any of this is, but they're claiming that civilians captured the pilot. So they're claiming that civilians captured him, they located him, and he was handed over to IRGC intelligence. Again, unconfirmed, but this is the problem. There's too much smoke right now. What I said about smoke. And when that happens in a combat zone, you don't ignore it, okay? Now, if a U.S. pilot is captured inside Iran, that is not a minor incident. That is not what you would call a contained event. That is a strategic flashpoint. Because now you're dealing with hostage leverage, political pressure, and military escalation decisions. And Iran,
bro, this comment got me cracking up. Hey, man, we can't all be barred out over here. We need somebody on their toes.
has already floated messaging about prisoner exchanges. You think that's random? It's not. That's positioning. They're saying they'll give over the pilot for prisoners. And that's coming from the IRGC. So where there's smoke, there's fire. I tend to believe maybe they have capturing. Okay. Now,
he says they tend to believe that they haven't captured him. I don't know what the move could be that they would say they have him, the pilot. Like, maybe, well, I guess I could see why, right? To maybe buy time, to maybe work a deal, but we're not making a deal. Trump is not making a deal with anybody. He is, every time he said he's making a deal, he's completely backpedaled on it. So
Trump is given, if you stack that on top of this, Donald Trump's post this 48 hours before all hell will rain down on them. That's not subtle. That's not diplomatic. That is a deadline. And historically, when you see language like that, it means decision point has already been made. You're just watching the clock run out is what that usually means. Now, you got another piece, and a lot of people are ignoring this, but the former Army Chief of Staff, General Randy George, who just got removed under Pete Hegseth, there's circulating statements attributed to him suggesting that a madman is about to take control of military direction and that things could escalate fast and well out of control. Now, whether that's word for word or not, I don't know. That's just what is circulating. The sentiment matters, though, because when top-level leadership starts fracturing or signaling instability, that's when bad decisions get made, and they get made fast. Now, let's talk about what we're seeing in the sky. You see these tracker images that's been going around? That's not normal traffic. You're looking at C-17 Glowmasters. You're looking at KC-135s, refueling tankers. That combination matters because C-17s don't move for show. They carry troops, armored vehicles, artillery, and heavy logistics. And the tankers, that means long-range sustained deployment. This isn't rotation. This is what you would call build-up for sure. So, force projection. Now, here's where things get dangerous. Iran is claiming new defense missile systems, advanced passive infrared detection. Okay. Oh, and going back to the 48 hours, Iran already rejected that deal. They said no. They're going to keep the Hormuz Strait closed. Anyway, so let me talk about this advanced infrared detection system. This is what they're saying. I'm going to actually play this clip and then I'll go discuss it further.
Colonel Gagnard, what does this mean for U.S. jet strikes and other aerial missions moving forward?
That the skies are not as safe as they perhaps presumed. My guess is that this was daytime. My guess is that that the Iranians used what's called infrared. So they used detection that's passive, that used heat differences. The president did say that their radars rolled down, and so he probably can claim that legitimately, but the fact that there are still anti-aircraft kinds of capabilities that are based on heat temperature differences that can identify aircraft and still target aircraft.
So let me break it down. Okay. Passive infrared systems don't emit signals. They don't ping radar. They don't give away their position. They just listen, watch, heat signatures. That means harder to detect, harder to jam, and harder to counter. So when you hear we control the airspace, but aircraft are still getting hit, that tells you something real quick. Either their defenses weren't fully neutralized or they rebuilt them faster than expected. And Neither of those are good. Okay. Now you stack on top of all that. This is what we got right now. We got, F-15s down, A-10s down, H-860s down, and then this Chinook that got put down.
Holy shit. They took down an A-10? My goodness, bro. That's a fast plane. It's a small, it's well, I shouldn't talk like I know, but I only know because I've flown it on like Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Brayden should be in here. My 10-year-old, he's like an expert on all the planes. He does flight sims like every single day. He knows all the planes.
I mean, I obviously F-15 high-end military aircraft, but also it's an older generation, right? These are the planes that we were given to Qatar, actually, which is crazy. I'm already looking into the fair documents of Qatar as well. But think about it. We've already had 4 F-15s down, an A-10, 2 tankers, an E-3. And then we have had all of these drones destroyed. Right. So what is this? This is a bunch, right?
And then this Chinook that got put down. Let me put the photos up for you. These images came through.
Oh my goodness.
And remember, I believe Iran's entire defense budget is $10 billion a year.
Yeah.
And Trump is trying to do. I pulled up the list yesterday. Actually, wait, were you on the stream with me when I did that? When I pulled up the list of all the cuts that Trump and the White House are proposing.
Mm-mm.
Oh, let me see if I still have that. I can pull that up. It's I saw an X post. They're proposing a $1.5 trillion defense budget for next year, and they are gutting all the benefits that the American taxpayers get.
My goodness, bro. Let me address some of these. We got a couple more chats here. So, Measured Man, $10. We'll definitely subscribe. Sorry, thanks for until that. We send so many emails. You do send a lot of emails, bro. It's like 10 sometimes a day, but I try to read as many as I can. But we don't have social media. All good. Thank you for the super chats, bro. Big love to you. Thanks a bunch, bro. 0070 Salem Media 2025 annual report came out recently. Yeah, so the market's been disseminating their annual reports. There's quarterly reports, stuff like that. So that's good to know. I'll have to go check it out. I did the math. It turned out the junior deal, Trump Jr., was like 3.5% ownership. Before his deal, it's Waterstone, who took 47%. Board vote takeover happened in August at Salem. Hostile or not, I don't know. Thanks for the very big super chat, by the way. Big thanks to you. I appreciate it. So 3.5%. What's interesting is that Salem Media themselves reported, and it might just be to rub the backs of Trump's family in the media. They said significant ownership is what Don Jr. holds. Now, 3.5% of a company that's public is a large percent. You could actually do damage to a company by selling off your stock if you sold all of it at once. So whether or not, I don't even care how much percent he has. The fact that they own any and that the owner is a registered foreign agent for Israel and that he owns stock also 30. Brad Parscale, Salem Media owns 30% of Don Jr.'s company. So they're business married. They have a business relationship. All right. They own each other's companies. And the chief strategy officer is a registered foreign agent whose entire mission with Salem and aligned properties is to disseminate Israel pro messaging. So what side do you think that puts Don Jr. on? If he owns a company that he bought into, knowing that the chief strategy officer was already in the works of opening up Clock Tower LLC, which happened 8 months later, and then filed a registration for a foreign agent. That happened while Trump Jr. was already a stake ownership, and Laura Trump. So all the other stuff, you have to realize that the president's family owns stake in a company that's giving out information on behalf of a foreign country. They're receiving money for this. All right. That's how this works. That's why you hear all of the same people talking the same shit. All of them. Ben Shapiro, Dennis Prager, PragerU. I mean, all of them. Laura Trump. She has her own network show on their network. All right. Charlie Kirk show is their #1 show. That's why all of a sudden you see Andrew Colvett coming out talking about the war. Like, what is it? Like, I guess Eric, I guess somebody should probably, right? But pro-war, right? I think somebody sent the post, if I could find it. I don't think I saw it on X. I saw someone send a picture of it, but if I can find Andrew Colvett, literally, they're all talking the same garbage, bro. I'm so sick of this shit. Yeah, here we go. Here's one. I mean, I don't know which is which, but let me take this down. President Trump says new strikes in Tehran have terminated many of Iran's military leaders. Perhaps President Trump is looking for different leaders to negotiate with. What kind of stupid ass comment is this, bro? If you have nothing to say, then just don't say anything, bro. You look freaking stupid, man. What else are you saying over here? Nothing important. More non-importantness. I mean, you're just like what, a tweet whore or something? There's nothing valuable here, bro. No obesity, no graffiti, no trash, dress for respect. I want this back. Quote tweeting shit, garbage. Oh, here's one. As the sun sets over Iran, the field of play is about to shift in America's favor because the U.S. military thrives under the cover of darkness. Darkness is a place that Western air forces do way better in than our opponents. Look, they all are speaking the same shit. I bet if we go over to Mark Levin, let's see what they're saying. Let's just see what he's saying. Yeah, Fox News, enjoy. I'm surprised I don't see anything. Oh, Newscomb is a moron. See, they have nothing valuable to say. So they just resort to lying and talking shit. That's it.
Usually some kind of insult.
It's an insult. Why don't here, look, here's some more. These fools are such a waste of time. People should stop watching these truly stupid and moronic podcasts with the conspiracy nuts, know nothings, bigots, race. Like, how about you break some news or you speak some logic or maybe you try to plead your case. But no, guess what?
Yeah.
All right, so Danks.
No
remember I was telling you about the remember when I was
don't have
talking
anything
about
valuable to say.
Remember when I was talking about the proposal for $1.5 trillion in military spending for next year?
Yeah. I'm aware of that.
I'm looking at the cuts right now, and it's insane. Some of the cuts are going to be good, though. Like cutting NASA. NASA's a scam. We don't need to, like, what are they cutting there? Like 5-6 billion?
They wouldn't even
That's
show us
fine.
the images of 3i.
No, they ain't going to no moon. Come on, please. All right. Anyway, canceled renewable energy funding, $15 billion. Eliminate for climate research, $1.6 billion. There's about $4 billion they want to cut from education, which education is where they should be putting money into. I don't know where they're going to find $4 billion to cut. They already gutted it. Health and social programs, $9 billion. International aid, a couple $1 billion in money that they're saying goes to the, it's supposed to be food aid, but I'm sure there's a lot of Democratic kickbacks involved in there. And that's what it is when they make
taken down.
What?
My stream got taken down, I think. That's what it said. Yeah.
Your stream on what, YouTube?
Yeah.
Why?
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the video? You played it for too long?
I don't know. It's probably all of these fools that they don't like us talking about them. Yeah, my stream got cut off.
Yeah, that's weird. That happened to Jordan with us a couple weeks ago where they cut his, they didn't cut ours. I wonder how they differentiate that,
I can't even find it.
If we're all on the stream together, why would they cut yours and not ours?
Because I'm the target, bro. Yeah, look here.
It's all about you. Thanks to the dictator.
Yeah, that's probably old Tyler,
It's gone. It's okay, bro. It's all good, man.
Wow. That's crazy.
He's like, I'm still
Are you
can
still
get-
on X?
Yeah, I'm still on X. I'm still on Rumble.
Okay, I mean, but if you want to, you can get back in there and restart it.
Yeah, we'll start it. We'll restart it up here. Let me. Is it gone for real? Hold on 1 second.
I mean, we're still
Well, you still have the recorded file. You could still just repost
just
it,
patch it together.
trim it up a little bit, put it out as a video after,
Yeah. Hold on.
and then you could say the stream they cut.
I'll just start it over again. Delete from YouTube.
Yes, Stacy said just got kicked off your live YouTube channel. Thanks.
It's all right.
Just restart it.
I will.
Yo, that's insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
See that? They're coming after us. Yo, and Valhalla was talking about that yesterday. I was watching, shout out to Nate. I was watching Valhalla, and he was going through the list of different YouTubers and people.
It looks
on
like
X and
YouTube
IG
is
that
preventing
everything's
you
shut
from
down.
live streaming at this time.
Oh, you might have a temporary ban.
It looks like YouTube is preventing you from live streaming at this time. Head to your live stream dashboard. All right.
Oh, they're slapping you with the temporary.
It's all right.
Yo.
Let's
That's
see.
crazy.
We're gonna go
That's
check
crazy.
out dashboard. There's no notification. Oh, community guideline removal. Your content, if you disagree, appeal here. So Erica Kirk's TPUSA Tyler Boyer goes silent. Trump family owns Salem Media and USA pilot Iran capture was removed due to a violation.
I wonder what the violation was.
Well, let's look. Review not available. This content was deleted, so it can't be appealed.
Oh, they're not even letting me appeal it?
Nah.
Yo.
What?
Very, very interesting.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, that's crazy.
Hey. Yeah, look.
Hey.
Text
Jesus,
Jesse
got
right now.
that.
Tell him what happened.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. While you're working on that,
Kelly, take over for a second.
okay, yeah, I was gonna kind of riff off of the topic actually, and yeah. So when you had shared about all of that earlier in the week, when I retweeted it, I had said, what about, I was thinking about the book being published, and what about the publishing company behind that? And I had remembered that it was published by Donald Trump Jr. and Sergio Gore. Okay. And why is that relevant? Well, you may remember that Sergio Gore was sworn in as an ambassador in November, I believe it was November, and Erica Kirk was there at the White House with her long, cousin Ed hair hanging down, and leans over and gets a really odd kiss on the cheek from Trump. It was a really strange situation. So I'm going to read to you guys a little bit of history here. Okay. Winning Team Publishing was co-founded in 2021 by Sergio Gore and Donald Trump Jr. Gore, born Sergei Gorkovsky, began working for Trump Jr. as a consultant and book publishing manager, which led to the founding of the company. As for the ambassador piece, Trump nominated Gore as the ambassador to India and special envoy for South Central Asian affairs, and he was sworn in on November 10th, 2025. He had previously served as director for the White House Presidential Personnel Office. So one notable detail, this was very interesting to me, you guys. Gore led the loyalty testing operation for government positions ahead of Trump's second term. Whoa.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my Rumble stream started. If you guys want, come on X and hang out and watch me over here if you guys want. Or on Rumble. It should be starting right now. Should be live. Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
All right. Okay. So, So he's leading this loyalty testing operation for the government positions ahead of Trump's second term. And Charlie Kirk was part of that government team. So Kirk wasn't just a winning team author. He was operationally connected to Gore in the personnel vetting process too of the White House for Trump's second term. I think that that's very interesting to show how intimately he connected that he was to everybody in the White House, literally picking and placing people in their positions. Okay, so I said, tell me more about this loyalty testing operation. Well, it's a tight web. Kirk and fellow loyalists met with applicants out of Trump transition headquarters in Palm Beach, grilling candidates on their dedication and faithfulness to the president-elect. For some applicants, it was a jarring mix. Substantive policy questions about restructuring the Pentagon or intelligence agencies, followed by bluntly assessments. Gore's role. Once Trump was inaugurated, Gore formalized it. All political appointee hiring decisions went through the White House, and applicants were asked how they supported Trump.
What was that?
I think the dog. I don't know. I think my mom probably picked him up. Sorry. So all political appointee hiring decisions went through the White House, and applicants were asked how they supported Trump during the 2024 campaign. Then the Kirk-Gore financial entanglement. This is worth noting. On Gore's White House financial disclosure form, where he lists himself as CEO of Gold Standard and president of Winning Team Publishing, he also lists Turning Point USA as a source of compensation in 2024 for consulting services. So Kirk's organization was paying Gore while Gore was running the loyalty tests that Kirk participated in. That's a notable loop. And if you guys remember, again, Erica, as she was standing there, like right behind Trump, I just remember her standing there, like with her hands kind of folded, you know, and she's like, Charlie, you know, I just know how close you guys were. And, you know, he would just be really proud of you. Y'all remember, it was very awkward. Okay. When Gore was sworn in as the ambassador, she said Charlie loved you, and he would have been the first phone call. And Charlie's watching over us right now, right? The Gore-Kirk relationship wasn't just professional, it was clearly personal. The financial ties ran in multiple directions. Do y'all have any thoughts on that?
I'm sorry, I was just reading something.
Okay, I can keep going. I've got a lot more to talk about.
Keep going.
Okay.
I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was reading something in the chat because somebody was talking about Mad World, and I was also posting on X about what's going on with Danks. I could tell Danks is really pissed off right now with good reason, and I'm trying to get the word out to raise some awareness about that because that's bullshit.
It is total bullshit. All right, I'll keep going with my story time. Okay. So then I'd asked, okay, did they publish any other TPUSA aligned people's books like Turk or Rob McCoy or Shapiro, Carlson, Candace, etc.? And they said, no, actually the roster is pretty tight, specifically MAGA orbit rather than the broader conservative media. The confirmed winning team authors are Trump, Charlie Kirk with multiple books, Jeanine Pirro, Carrie Lake, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Peter Navarro. So it's really a Trump inner circle operation.
Are we going to just act like this shit didn't even happen right now? We're just going to just pile through. This is some bullshit.
It is some bullshit. I was just trying to give you time.
They want to act like this is going to, you know, this is the thing though. And like the problem is this doesn't make them look any better. because this post is going to go viral as soon as I push it through. And the
Yeah,
thing
no,
is,
as it should, as it
and
should.
it's like, and it's just one of those things, you know. It's not a good look. They won't even let me appeal it. They won't let me restream right now.
That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy.
You
They're
know?
not giving you.
And this is all
reason
public
to
information, man. I'm not making anything up. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. They don't like the truth. You know what I mean?
I was just trying to give you time to.
No, you're good. I appreciate you.
But thanks. Let's be honest. Let's be real. You know, getting your YouTube clipped is a lot better than a single car accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Well,
Well,
who knows? Don't even put that energy
yeah,
out.
please. We're not putting that into the universe.
All right, so I need everyone to repost this. I'm gonna give you it right now. I just posted it. Hold on 1 second.
Yo, and shout out. I appreciate the people sending the supers. I saw Dale gifted a couple memberships. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, this is,
0070 says 3.5% is huge. If Waterstone owns 47%, it's majority ownership.
here it
Double O
is.
then said January 11th, Mike Gallagher show, minute 8:30.
They did something to my StreamYard. I can't even comment.
Yo, that's crazy.
Here,
it says Pascal talks about repping Waterstone and his
put that in
vivid
the
dream
chat,
for
yeah.
Salem before takeover.
Check the private chat. Put that in the chat. See if you guys can share that out.
Okay.
While I'm live.
Copy the link. I'm gonna post that on my Facebook right now. Oh yeah, guys, does everybody follow me on Facebook? I use my real name on there. Hold on. I'll post the link so you guys can get to it. Because that's where I post most of my stuff. I know most people use X, but
So Danks, at this point, would you say your live or your YouTube has been banned from streaming right now? What is it telling?
he
I
doesn't
don't know.
know.
I would have to talk to YouTube and find out. But
what is it?
They didn't stop my views on my other content. They've actually gone way up. Like if you look, what's funny is if you look at my most recent video, as soon as I got my live stream cut, my views like quadrupled on my other video.
Good.
My most recent. So
Good.
they didn't stop that. And this one is about it's the same shit, you know. But yeah.
Yo, I was so pissed. It was my second live stream ever. It wasn't that long ago. It was like 2 months ago. My second live stream ever. And I was covering the Tucker Carlson, Mike Huckabee interview. And I wasn't even saying anything crazy. I wasn't giving strong opinions. All I was doing was like pausing at certain parts and putting emphasis on the things that they were saying. And they did the same thing. They just cut my stream. And then I don't remember if it was the same day or the next day that I streamed again. And then my chat, I thought it got hacked. Danks said that it was probably just a bug and, you know, not to overthink it. But people couldn't speak English in my chat. It was like crazy. Like they're all trying to communicate with numbers and emojis and Google Translate talking in Spanish. Yo,
There could have been
one in the chat if you were here.
It could have been the Iran stuff with the fighter jet and all of that. I mean, I've been talking about all the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Jordan Henshaw is in the chat, and he had said he got booted when he had shown a GUN, but he didn't get any strikes for it.
You know,
Jordan,
it's funny. I was telling Danks about that the other day because we were the three of us were on the stream together.
Did you contact them? And if so, what was the outcome? Let me say what's up to you guys got all your super chats here. Do you want me to pull them up?
I didn't know you could still pull them up. I was
I can still pull them up. 0070, that was the last one I got before I got ripped out of the algorithm. According to Pascal on Mike Gallagher YouTube show on January 11, 2025, minute 8:30, he represents Waterstone. This was done on Vibes and Dreams, and yeah, people mocked Candace for her vivid dream. I don't recall what you're talking about here. Thanks for the super chat, though. That'll make up for me getting sliced off your 2 50 bangers. Thank you.
Yes,
I don't know
very
what's going to
generous.
happen
Thank
for
you
the
very
next I have my lives I'm supposed to do for the next week, but we'll see. I'll talk to the chat.
Tank's gonna be a rumbler. That's just.
I mean, at least I started growing it already. Are people in the Rumble chat? What's up, Rumblers? I'll pay much more close attention. There's 30 of you there. I mean, I had 500 people live on YouTube. That sucks.
You had 500 on YouTube? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you.
Now I got 700 on X right now.
Well, they're still watching you. Listen, they're gonna find you. It's not like they're,
That's what. Yeah. Well, you can find me on Rumble and X.
Options.
We got options, bro. I'm a player. You know what I mean? I play the game.
Thanks. Come with me on Kick. Come with me on Kick.
Yeah,
We'll see how Kick is.
Kick rocks. Yeah, I'm kicking rocks.
Kick rocks. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be saying to YouTube.
Yeah, right.
Kick rocks.
But the thing is, that's why I develop all my own shit. That's why I built my own version of Patreon. That's why I'm thinking about building my own version of X. I've been considering building my own version of social media in general with stream. So I don't know, man. I mean, this is for one of you guys.
We need to make our own website to upload our own content.
Yeah.
Cut out the middleman.
Yeah, we can do that. I already have the infrastructure. I built something like X already. I have an algorithm as well that I built, but to monetize it, it's not easy. You either need to own a bank or partner with a bank that you already have business with. Stripe isn't very friendly with like starting shit like that. So they almost didn't let me open up my other company because of the fact they thought it was a social media company, but it's just a payment rail for Discord. That's for one of you guys. Thanks for the hard work. Thanks for the super chat. And this is Double Dash. What's up? 007, another $4.99 banger. 3.5% is huge. Yeah, it is. If Waterstone owns 47%, it's majority ownership. Yeah, you know what's interesting is that Salem Media, they actually own their market cap is like 13 to 14%, but they're projecting over the next 9 months to have an additional 18 to 20% increase in revenue. Over the next 9 months. Yeah. So Mike Gallagher's show. I mean,
Mr. Turpin
talks about
Freenet. I don't know what Freenet
It's
is.
turned out to be a weird night. First, I was in the middle of talking before when I was talking about infrastructure. Like, remember when I got up before? Out of nowhere, I had such a sharp pain in my temple. I said I got tongue-tied, but the truth is, I just like out of nowhere, I had this like pain in my temple, and I just couldn't think straight. It literally stopped me mid-sentence. I had to get up, put some water on my face, and take some Tylenol. And then all of a sudden, I come back and Danks is getting clipped. I'm like, what the hell is going on tonight?
You need to meet our. Okay,
I think it's Kelly's microphone. That's what I think it is. Yo, that microphone's putting the kibosh on us. You gotta burn that thing after tonight's stream.
Don't blame the poor mic.
Microphone.
I'll adjust my camera angle or something. Come on, don't blame me, little old me.
I'm gonna contact support right now. Damn, this sucks. I really didn't want to do this right now.
Do it.
Y'all don't blame little old me.
No, we're not blaming you, Kelly. We're blaming that weirdo microphone.
Okay. Now my mom's gonna feel bad.
It's either that or the red pants.
Oh my. Okay.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. Don't mind me. The chat loves your microphone.
Okay. Yes, it's been the topic of the night.
But yo, I can't believe they did this. Scumbags. Thanks. Don't get yourself too beat up though. But they have to at least tell you why. They have to tell you why, because if you did something wrong, which I don't think you did, like how do you know you're not going to do it again if they're not telling you what it was? You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah, I gotta see what's up. This sucks. I don't mean to kill the vibes here.
No. I'm waiting for the rah-rah rant. That's what I did that day. Yo, when that happened to me, I went off. I
have no ability to what's it called? what's that shit called when you want to appeal? That's so crazy, bro. No ability to appeal, and the stream is completely gone.
Did you check your email? That's weird that the stream is completely gone, because that didn't happen to me. Because when it happened to me, they cut my stream and they tried to say it was a copyright strike. Not a strike, but they said it was because of copyright. But then as soon as they kicked me off, the stream got posted and it passed the copyright test and got monetized. So I'm like, okay, that wasn't it.
You guys are going to have an experience. Let's see what they say.
Yo, I wonder if, this has to be a first. You're live streaming on YouTube about how your live stream on YouTube just got cut and they won't let you stream again. But you're connected to someone else's stream through a third party. So you're able to stream it out on YouTube.
I mean, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't show.
What?
Out of respect,
that's
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Out of respect.
Yeah, I'll just keep it private. It's fine.
All right, but do it. Deal with that shit. We gotta.
I'm doing it. Hi, my name is Elise. How are you doing? I'll just translate it.
Make sure you're screen recording it though. You know, maybe put that in the members only tomorrow.
That's true. Good to document the process.
Yeah, definitely document that shit. Can't let them get away with this. And keep in mind, Google owns YouTube.
Yeah.
And Google also has cloud contracts with our not so greatest ally. Just saying, just putting that out there. Project Nimbus. Maybe we should do a video on that instead of talking about all the corruption on the information that's getting fed out to the masses. Maybe we should start making some videos about all the information that's getting taken from the masses and how that's getting distributed back out to our not so greatest ally. Because it's going both ways. It's not like they're just curating the information and controlling the information that's getting put out to the public. No. All this geofencing, all this cloud stuff, everybody's browser, social media, everything in TikTok. It's all going over there. That little country the size of New Jersey, they getting everybody's shit.
So, this has happened to JD, Valhalla a few times already recently, right?
Yo, Nate was talking about it last night on his show. Last night. And he shouted me out too. Appreciate you, buddy.
Wow.
I said it too. I sent him a super. I'm like, yo, they're gonna nuke me as soon as I'm worth nuking. That's what it is.
Careful what you wish for,
I'm just too small.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, once my channel gets big enough, that's it. Done.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be a variety of things.
Yo, shout out to
be
Jay
the
Lee.
war stuff. It could be what else do we talk about? I mean,
Yeah, the
war stuff is big.
Yeah, the war stuff's big. That video from yeah,
the war stuff is big.
yeah, but all we did is show Homeboy's video, and his is up. That's all we did.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off too with the whole thing with Tucker and Mike Huckabee.
Unless
it's like, yo,
maybe,
the YouTube video.
Unless he doesn't let people commentate on his stuff,
Oh.
maybe he took it down.
Yeah, that could be a thing too.
Can you check and see if your guys' stream is monetized still?
Oh yeah, okay.
Wouldn't I have gotten notified if it wasn't?
Well, you get an email, and I have my email turned off right now.
I'll
So
check my email
popping.
right now. Let's find out. Yeah, you do get an email. Nah, I didn't get nothing. Not that I see.
Not yet. I mean, your boy Tyler and company could have gone for you.
Maybe. I'm sure they have pull. I mean, I have somebody that now I might need to pull the string that I was just talking about earlier today. I'm gonna have to send.
You gonna make the call?
I'm gonna have to contact.
Say no more,
somebody.
Danks. Say no more.
Yeah.
Yo, for real, they're coming after all of us, one by one.
Well, that's why it's important for us to have multiple ways for folks to follow us, you know, to be following us on multiple platforms, because one platform is not promised.
Yeah, they are trying to control. Listen, I said it yesterday. You control the information, you control the world.
Well, and that's why the guy, or, you know, the people with the big bucks buy the media companies.
Yes. Yes, 1000%. 1000%.
Even like the guy who was supposedly one of Charlie Kirk's mentors, that Jeff Webb guy who died after the strange pickleball incident, you know?
Yeah, that's
that's a weird
though.
one. I haven't even dug into that one yet.
Yeah, in Memphis. Very odd, right? But he owned the big cheerleading company, UCA. Like I used to be a cheerleader, so I came up cheering in that, and varsity cheer and all that stuff. Anyway, then he transitioned into owning media companies and was very involved in the conservative media world. And literally, when you have a whole bunch of money, it pays to control the message, right? So you buy publishing, you become a publisher, and you buy media companies.
That is so crazy that your guys' didn't get taken down, but mine did. That is something else.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder if it has to do with if you were playing a video, if they know that it was coming from your computer. I mean, I don't understand the logic there. Because if it's the stream, they should have just done it to all of us.
Yeah. Junior owns 1789 Ventures with others who funded Tucker Carlson Network. Tucker brought them out in June 2025 before he went max. Oh, man. I got a line to Tucker right now through somebody else. So we're looking to hopefully get him, Elizabeth Lane, Jesse on Fire, JP Sears, a bunch of people. Hopefully Ryan Matta, which I need to reach out to again. A bunch of people, Valhalla VFT, hopefully JD Delay, Ian Carroll, to talk about the Salem Media stuff next week when Elizabeth Lane gets back in town. Thanks for the super chat. Utah trip tip. Who's going to Utah? Anybody? 3 bad words? Oh, okay. That's what's up. Got yourself a little dime piece right there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Free speech is not free.
That's for sure.
Facts.
This is the thing is I always understand. Listen, we are on private platforms. All right. These are privately owned companies. This is not like us yelling out in a microphone on the street corner, you know? So I don't consider this free speech. I consider this privileged speech. I know a lot of people don't see it that way, but that's how I see it because I'm a business owner. And if I don't like something that somebody's doing, then, you know, actions could be taken, and that's the liberty they have as a company, you know. And I don't like it. Unfortunately, that's the case with YouTube, but we all know where I'm approaching with this conversation on YouTube, on X, on Rumble. Are you gonna make me the next Nick Fuentes? I'm not that bad, you know. I'm literally not that. All I'm doing is I'm just showing public information. So truth is,
what are you trying to say about Nick Fuentes? Why is Nick Fuentes bad?
Well, because he was at January 6th and he got all of these attacks coming after him after all of these things that happened. He was involved in politics and out there being a shaker and all of this stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm out here just to do with the microphone. You know what I mean? Thanks for the super sticker. Thanks for the super chat, Queefster. Queefster. Hey, but I wouldn't mind continuing. I did have some topics if you guys want to keep it moving.
For sure. And it could be, I didn't use the same stream title as you. I don't know if by chance that had anything to do with it.
Oh, yeah, I changed my title too.
Yeah, I mean, the title isn't even that bad. It was
I don't know.
Erica Kirk's, TPUSA, Tyler Boyer, silent, goes silent. Trump Trump family owns Salem Media, and USA fighter pilot Iran. Is that bad?
You crammed it all in
You
there.
might have had some trigger words in there. I hate to tell you.
Well, you know what it was? It wasn't even that. It was yours. Your description was like so personalized to your channel that I just ran it through my AI.
Oh yeah,
And
that's what I
said.
want
I said take the details and then like put the plugs in for Danks and Keli and do my usual thing. So then it said, well, we also think that maybe you should use this title instead. So I'm like, oh, tweak some of the words, and I just did my own thing. But yeah, you know what's so crazy is that you get your YouTube clipped the same day that I posted those posts on X, and nothing happened. Because I did. I was like rereading some of my X posts, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I went a little too hard on that one. I'm like, I don't know if you guys follow me on X. We're not gonna say out loud what I said here on YouTube, especially now.
Well, I don't want to keep people going on just like my drama, so we can continue. I did want to talk about this.
What do you mean? Ride that? Actually, no. Save for later. You're gonna have a nice. Danks is gonna come with the hardest 15 to 20-minute video about this tomorrow. It's gonna be like an Easter Sunday surprise. He's gonna have the music. He's gonna have the effects. The camera angle is gonna change. He's gonna be like,
I'm gonna have lighting and shit.
He's so intense. He's gonna be so intense. I can already picture the video right now in my head, like how this is gonna go.
Hey, Baze, there was a special request from Mr. Turpin for you to put up the Mark Levin video that Danks was about to put up. See what happens.
Am I allowed to put things up? Wait, Danks can still put videos up, can he?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you still do it.
Mark Levin, I don't even know what I did with it. I'd have to go try to find it.
All right, you had a mission that you were on, Danks. So
watch out for Danks's video tomorrow. That shit is going to be fire.
Tomorrow's Easter. We'll
fire.
See.
So what? Who cares? You know what?
Oh, my ball song. Oh, it's time for the ball song, bro. Oh, it's time. Thank you for the Henderson. Thank you, because guess what? We got a special treat for everybody. Where are we at? Where's the ball song? It's going down, bro. We're gonna put it full screen.
You got nothing to lose. Go all ball till you fall.
That better not be us. Watch. Danks is gonna play his song that he has monetized on our stream, and then we're gonna get hit with copyright strikes. Some friendly fire. Thanks. You got me getting covered.
They're not hiding it anymore.
They are not hiding it anymore.
They never really were. The symbols are on the buildings.
I played this song in the car today, and then my kids were singing it at dinner.
It's a banger, bro. Let's run it.
The money has a trail, and the children have no voice except this one.
Guess what time it is? Busting out this one right here.
Follow the money, follow the access, follow the island, follow the list. Now watch.
Epstein built the network, but the network was already there before he ever existed.
Every billionaire foundation, every charity front already enlisted. Rothschild, Rockefeller, 100-year architecture built on something darker. Children used as currency in rooms that no investigator gets to charter. Files got sealed, witnesses, mechanic guards fell asleep on the same night. Cameras malfunctioned in the exact cell at the exact time. How convenient, right?
The Revenge of Danks.
Collect the children.
This is my revenge.
Governments collect the silence. The media collects the check. And they all answer to the same ancient name.
Ba, ba, ba.
Up Danks chat saying your Rumble's freezing.
Owls on the buildings, goats on the altars. Now watch. Big government front organizations laundering children through charitable names. Animal rescue operations used as cover stories nobody ever claimed. Sacrificed on schedules that align with dates no coincidence can explain. Every major elite gathering, same ritual, same symbol, same refrain. Rockefeller built the institutions, Rothschild built the banks. Both built the system that keeps the darkness funded and protected from the people asking questions from the children with no name. The island had a temple, the temple had an altar.
How'd you do that with the images?
The mainstream never falters. To cover and to bury, to discredit and to burn. Every single person who gets close enough to learn. Do it for ball. They've been doing it for centuries. They do it for ball.
Happy Easter, everybody.
And they sacrifice the ones who cannot run.
Here, I'm gonna put this in the private chat. Post this in the group for in the chat for them. Yeah.
Oh, you can't chat?
Well, that way everybody gets it.
Epstein did not build that network alone. The flight logs have names. The names have foundations. The foundations have access to children. Documented. In case files that keep getting sealed, in testimonies that keep getting buried, in witnesses that keep dying before they testify.
Shit's dark.
The banking architecture funded the institutions, the medical and educational infrastructure built the pipeline. Government on every continent signed the agreements that gave these organizations
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Where this happens has always been the same. They serve something ancient and they pay in the currency that the powerless cannot protect. Every major world event has a financial beneficiary. Follow who profited. Every charity protecting children. Check who runs it and who audited. Every government agency tasked with stopping trafficking. Check conviction rates. Every elite foundation board member check their travel, check their dates.
The animals do use this cover, use this currency, use this symbols and ceremonies. The documents keep referencing, but nobody is supposed to read. Crystal sees it, the Dankster sees it, the files are public. The only thing missing is the courage to say it out loud.
They do it for ball. Read the files. They've been doing it for centuries. Epstein was not alone. They do it for ball. Foundation.
Yo, you and the chat were having so much fun while you were making this. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
it was
tell
dope,
everybody because they don't know. It was members only, right?
Yeah, members only. If you want to become a member for 99 cents on
Yeah,
YouTube,
Danks was making this while he was on the stream.
Yeah, it's sick. It's a good one. And then I did the video effects later that night by myself.
Yeah, you gotta show me.
The ones who cannot run.
The island, the temple, the altar. The list.
Oh, did you see the reports 43 minutes ago? Massive strikes in Tehran.
I have not.
Yeah, they're saying that there were massive strikes from the U.S. to Tehran, and that more of Iran's military leaders are not with us anymore.
That was right now?
40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Witnesses.
Probably right about the time you were playing that video.
Maybe that's why they pulled the plug on you.
So they responded. They said, I like the effect.
Oh, you put up the images and then had the thing do the effects to the beat? That's sick.
Yeah. So they said I can't stream. Okay. I will wait. Thank you. Fuck.
What'd they say? How many days?
She said hours to days to possibly weeks.
No, it's not going to be weeks.
What's the reason?
It'll probably be 3 days.
What's the reason?
She doesn't know. She said they escalated it. She said, I want to ensure your concerns are addressed properly, so I've escalated your case to our specialized team for immediate review. I'm acting as your point of contact throughout this process to ensure a smooth resolution. While the standard turnaround time for a response is typically between a few hours and a couple of days or weeks, I'm pushing for a quick turnaround and will help keep you informed the moment I receive further information. This is definitely AI.
I was going to say that's an AI.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with? I suppose not. Unless
guys, you could all catch Danks tomorrow and for the next days after on Rumble.
And hopefully X.
Yeah, X will be fine.
Yeah.
This would just be one more topic of discussion to have on your spaces.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, it's so
It's okay. It's okay. It's just part of the journey. It's part of the journey.
They do this to you literally the same day that you're correcting Tyler Boyer, who's trying to deny the allegations.
Yeah. It's okay. That doesn't make them stronger. It just makes them weaker.
That's right.
No, but that's going to make your voice louder because more people are going to want to hear what you have to say. And they'll come to their own conclusions.
As let's see, as Reg, I just love when Reginator reminds me, all of us, that it is time for a breather. Okay, can we all collectively do a little collective breath where we say,
YouTube secretly owned by Salem Media. I don't know if it's a secret.
YouTube secretly owned by Salem Media.
Okay, well, but we'll do it.
Oh no, we got like 1,000 live viewers on X right now, so that's cool.
Thanks. Maybe Salem Media wants to hire you, and that's why they're clipping your other platforms. They're gonna give you a nice contract offer.
They don't have to clip my platforms. I'm open. I'm for sale. You know what I mean? Like, I'm for sale. It's all good.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Did you guys hear that PBD bombed on Dave Smith against Dave Smith on the Piers Morgan show?
No way.
Yeah.
You guys want to see it? Bro, it was so bad that PBD had to address it on the show. And then Dave Smith had to address it. Adam, Dave, Smith.
It was Patrick Bet-David himself talking about Dave Smith?
No. Adam Sosnick and Dave Smith had a debate on Piers Morgan.
Oh yeah,
Adam
that was
did
a while
so
ago.
badly.
Yeah.
But then here, let me just show the
Adam,
PBD.
You were on the Dave Smith. You and Dave Smith did a
PBD called out Adam for it on his show. Oh, good.
It was so bad he had to.
All right, I'm looking forward to this.
Let's see what it says.
Adam, you were on the Dave Smith. You and Dave Smith did a debate together on what do you call it? On Piers Morgan. I think that's the first time you were ever on.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the market has responded.
Obviously, the market has responded.
He's such a market whore, bro.
I think that's the first time you were ever on.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the market has responded, and they've been saying their thoughts on how it went, what you did, what was said. Dave has retweeted and said something about this is the
Daddy taking off his watch. I didn't notice. Did he take his watch off?
Dave and
he did.
Obviously, the market has responded, and they've been
shit. It's getting real right now. All right, the end of the chat. Okay, send to email.
Saying their thoughts on how it went, what you did, what was said. Dave has retweeted and said something about this is the end of Adam funeral. He made some comments that went viral. You've responded. You made some videos at him as well. But I just want to kind of because a lot of times from the audience, you have to know how this works. The audience sits there and watches and says, I know for a fact Pat prepped him and the team prepped him and this and this and that, and they don't know what happens. I want you to share with us, because the audience is curious. They're asking me, What is your impression on how you did on the debate with Dave Smith?
Well, despite what you think, I haven't listened or watched any of the internet comments. Zero.
You.
Like I don't go onto Twitter. I don't check the comments. It's just not something that I do. Some people are messaging me on my neck. What do you think? I don't know. People are saying stuff, and I'm listening to a song called "Ain't Nothing Gonna Break My Stride, Ain't Nothing Gonna Slow Me."
Oh my
Down.
God!
And that's how I feel about this. So they told me last minute, "Hey, you're gonna go on Piers Morgan." Sure. I think Tom was maybe gonna do it. Tom wasn't able to do it. They called me up. I said, "Sure, I'll debate Dave Smith." Listen, there's no doubt that Dave Smith is smart or wise or well-read.
Yeah.
The same thing could be said about when you debated a room full of 20 communists on Jubilee. They were all very smart. I was very impressed by all these people. But just because you're smart doesn't mean you're wise. Now, do I think Dave Smith is smart and capable? Sure. Do I think he's funny? No. Do I think he's right? Definitely not.
I'm asking you, how do you think you did?
I think I did fine. My intention wasn't to play nice. So I went on Piers Morgan. I don't really have plans on going on Piers Morgan every single day. That's not my thing. It's a food fight every single day. Respect to Piers Morgan. I wanted to make some waves. That was my methodology. I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't care.
Okay. So
the problem is
you
this.
said you don't care?
No, meaning like I don't care what the market thinks of me.
Yeah.
I know what I believe. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I stand for what America stands for.
Oh, by the way, before we continue, you guys can find me on my other channel that I just opened up, but it actually has 15,000 subs and it's monetized, right? It's Danks Clips, right? So if you go to, can you guys post this right here? So it's here, let me put it in here. So what we can stream there actually, youtube.com Danks Clips.
Oh, it's only one of your channels that you're having the issue with?
I guess, I imagine. So it's yeah. So let me see. Let me switch this back. Yeah, I mean, I could show you guys the back end. I took down all the old videos. It's just got the last person that used it got a channel violation, so I haven't used it since then.
Oh, that's the one.
This is the one, yeah, that I was loaning out for a friend. But anyways, I decided to kick it back on. So it does. I posted a short on here earlier. That's all I've got on here. It's my old crypto channel. So anyways, Danks Clips at Danks Clips. I put it in the private chat if you guys want to. And then
I just shared it.
Yeah, let me go back to Dankster Intel. All right. So where are we at? Back to the video. Oh, what happened?
Is he gonna rip them?
I think so.
I hope so.
Yeah, please follow Danks Clips. I'd appreciate that. You can catch me there next
Adam,
time.
you were on the Dave Smith. You and Dave Smith did a debate together on what do you call it? On Piers Morgan. I think that's the first time you were ever
I don't
on.
see it right now.
Can you guys pin it? Actually, do you mind just letting people know? Somewhat, if you guys don't mind. My other YouTube channel is at Danks Clips. If you go subscribe there, we can go live there until they figure out what's going on. Hopefully it picks up in the algorithm. I doubt it, but if you guys go follow, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the market has responded.
Okay,
and
let me speed it up.
I'm at zero. Like I don't go onto Twitter. I don't check the comments. It's just not something that I do. Some people are messaging me on my neck. What do you think? I don't know. People are saying stuff, and I'm listening to a song called "Ain't Nothing Gonna Break My Stride, Ain't Nothing Gonna Slow Me Down," and that's how I feel about this. So they told me last minute, "Hey, you're gonna go on Piers Morgan." Sure, I think Tom was maybe gonna do it. Tom wasn't able to do it. They called me up. I said, "Sure, I'll debate Dave Smith." Listen,
shilling his neck as he's about to get ripped apart.
there's no doubt that Dave Smith is smart or wise or well-read.
Yeah.
The same thing could be said about when you debated a room full of 20 communists on Jubilee. They were all very smart. I was very impressed by all these people. But just because you're smart doesn't mean you're wise. Now, do I think Dave Smith is smart and capable? Sure. Do I think he's funny? No. Do I think he's right? Definitely not.
I'm asking you, how do you think you did?
I think I did fine. My intention wasn't to play nice. So I went on Piers Morgan. I don't really have plans on going on Piers Morgan every single day. That's not my thing. It's a food fight every single day. Respect to Piers Morgan. I wanted to make some waves. That was my methodology. I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't care.
Okay. So
the problem is
you
this.
said you don't care?
No, meaning like I don't care what the market thinks of me.
Yeah.
I know what I believe. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I stand for what America stands for. Dave Smith, what pissed me off, continues to say that America is the greatest terrorist regime in the world.
So what?
And that Israel is the
No, but what
greatest
I'm
terror
saying to you,
regime
so
in the Middle East.
So what? That's his argument.
Sure. That's his argument. My point
Yeah, I see. I saw that Dave Smith response, so we're gonna play it after this. Don't worry.
was that only 1% of Americans vote for libertarians. He's a hardcore radical libertarian.
Okay.
So when you wrote the book, Choose Your Enemies Wisely, you said, who's your enemy?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know who my enemy is. I don't really have a lot of enemies. You know me, Pat. It's a big difference in the internet and comments and real life. I walk around in real life. I have zero issues.
You don't have issues there. That's
Okay.
not the conversation
So
I'm having.
the conversation that I was just basically establishing is that Dave Smith, as potent as he might be on a podcast or even on Joe Rogan's for that matter, people don't support this guy. I support our troops. I support America. I support our allies.
I think Joe's had him on 20, 30 times.
Irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant. So ask whether you agree with the guy or not. You know, Joe likes Dave, right? So the question you got to ask yourself is, from my perspective, there is issues, there is approach, there is what's next for you. When I look at everybody in the marketplace, including myself, everybody in the marketplace, including myself, I leave and I say, okay, how am I recreating myself for this next phase? What areas do I have where it's a leak for me? What habits do I have that I need to pay attention to? When we started building an insurance company, yesterday I had Lee Strobel on, we had a great conversation together. One of the guys I would study a lot was Billy Graham. And Billy Graham and his friends in 1948, they came out with something called the Modesto Manifesto. And at that time, there was a lot of pastors.
I don't know why that always makes me laugh.
Modesto Manifesto.
Yeah.
Is it the phrase itself, the way he says it, or both?
It's just the phrase. Yeah, it's just the phrase. It's the phrase itself.
Came up with this thing saying, hey, what are our threats? And it came out with the threats that they had. It was 4 things. One of the ones was pastors hooking up with members. Number 2 was churches taking advantage of the members with money. Number 3 was the ego. Pastor would get on stage, feel like, you know, you are God. Like some pastors actually become godlike because of how much the church fears them, and they like, anyways, they go through this. I said, okay, how do we want to build this company? It's very hard. So you got to think about ways to improve. I'm asking you. The argument is one end, because I don't know if you focused on making I've seen you make better arguments with Bassem Youssef than you did with Dave Smith. I didn't see you making arguments on Dave Smith. And the reason why I'm doing this with you openly, and I'm talking to you openly with you, is there's an element of also representing where you're coming from.
I knew this was coming.
Yeah. You made me look like an asshole. You did terrible there. You got shredded by a comedian on Piers Morgan, a comedian that goes on the Rogan show 30 times, and you made an ass out of yourself, and now you're saying, I don't care. It means nothing.
Yeah. I want to see the clip itself.
Look at the look on his face. He actually looks pissed.
You took...
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud there.
Adam, what do you not care about our presentation? Your karma need to get. What is wrong with you?
But it's true. Listen. It's not the Adam douchebag show. It's the Patrick Bet David show. You know, he is representing him and his business and his platform. So when he goes somewhere and he's making an ass out of himself, like that is a bad reflection on him.
Right. What do you mean you don't care?
Yeah, and then that's his response. He's trying to like brush it off like it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I don't care. Who's he? Oh, yeah, he's been on Joe Rogan 30 times. So what? And he's thinking like, so what? Like Joe Rogan, that's the #1 guy in the world. That's his boy.
And that's also Patrick loves Joe Rogan, loves him some Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Patrick Bet David was the one that was telling Rogan that he had to have Trump on. I mean, it was a couple of years ago, but he's like, dude, when are you going to do it? You got to have Trump on.
Where the expectation is, hey, where do you go and be professionals? That's not how I handle debates. I don't handle debates that way. That's not my MO. So if you're close to me and you're handling it that way, that is not my style. I don't do stuff like that. And Dave and I don't even agree on some of these issues. But if I'm having a conversation, it's about what is this next phase. And by the way, the reason why I'm having this direct feedback with you publicly is for the following reason. This is how I roll, Adam. I will give you private feedback and have your back 100%. I've always been like that. This is why my guys like working with me, and they know how tough it is at times because I'm always challenging them. But if my private feedback that I'm giving doesn't land, and it feels like you have immunity to go run around and say whatever you want and keep saying, I don't give a shit what people say, I do. There's an approach to take about this game. I don't care that we have differences in debates. We push each other here and we have arguments and, comment, I side with Vinny today. You know what? Today, actually, I side with Adam. There was a couple moments where you had a couple clips of like they sided with you. I think Adam's the point today. And I'm like, oh, okay, Adam had a point. And then, hey, Tom, no, I'm siding with Tom today. Pat, you were off today. No problem. But it's recreating for the next phase of what is that next phase for you. And that's a very important thing for you.
Oh, shit. Is he saying something right here? You need to be concerned about your future, Adam.
Next phase.
Yeah.
Next phase.
Be thinking.
Okay, I'm just going to say, listen, everyone needs to understand that anybody who uses StreamYard, we all freeze. StreamYard sucks ass because you're depending on their cloud server for the internet, all right? For the actual combustion of the delivery mechanism of the internet for all of us. So we will all freeze. My internet, I have fiber optics. As long as they don't cut it again. But because of the super chats and the ability to use the comments and stuff, I choose to sacrifice the value of my video feed so I can interact and engage with the community more frequently and more. So that's why. So you'll see it. That's why you see Baron freeze, Jesse freeze, we all freeze. I don't think Ian uses StreamYard, but I used to use Streamlabs until I figure out a way to bring on the super chats and the comments on stage. I'll just keep using StreamYard. So that's why I freeze, but it always comes back. Don't worry.
About. I've had that conversation with him, recreating himself. I've had the conversation with him, recreating himself. I have the conversation openly with me on what I need to recreate. But for me, when I saw that, I'm like, you brought up another guy from the past that beat Dave. Great. You brought up there needs to be the Adam that I've seen debate that is prepared. He actually would have made some real good points there. And you, by the way,
hold on.
Zero hedge with Dave Smith. And,
hold on.
And
you see how he said the Adam that I've seen debate before would have actually made some good points there. He basically told him that, or
just
telling
shit on him right
that
there.
He did not make any good points there.
Yeah, he did.
It's like
it's
you
exactly
had
what
the
he said.
potential. You could have made good points, but you shit the bed. And now you're telling me that I don't care and I have to consider what's best for me and my business. And maybe you should maybe you should start spending some time thinking about what your future is going to look like in the next phase of your career. Yo, this is great.
And what do you call it? Laura Loomer, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what you did? Didn't you moderate? Yeah.
Yes.
And I was a pretty good job you did as a moderator. So I don't know. I'm saying this publicly to say this next phase requires all of us to recreate ourselves. And that includes you in a big way. And I've said this privately 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago at that dinner place we went to, and I was very direct with you. But you're cornering me to have to say this publicly to you right now. And you have to make a decision on what you want to do with this next phase. You got to recreate yourself. Sure. It's a very important thing. I'm being very respectful.
That's a really nice way of saying you have one more chance.
Here this morning. You had no clue I'm going. And by the way, I intentionally changed today's business podcast.
Ooh. He looks like he's going to cry. Look when the camera's back on him.
Monday I couldn't be here. We had certain things that was going on. This weekend I had what do you call it?
SLS.
SLS. Sean Hannity did it last Friday, so I changed everything. And Rob and I, we had to talk about it yesterday.
Kelly said Adam's going to go to Salem.
Adam's going to go to Salem. Yeah, I'm sure they got a nice cushy seat for Salem over at Salem for Adam. I mean, PBD's already
his tail.
It just had Sean Hannity on, and Sean Hannity sat in PBD's seat and spilled all the same talking points from Salem. So they're already compromised.
This way, but for me, sometimes, you know, when people say, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And sometimes this is like the Trump effect. Well, Trump doesn't care. Well, Trump doesn't give a shit. Well, Trump doesn't do this. Well, contrary to popular belief, Trump looks at every poll. Trump listens to every comment. Trump listens to every criticism. So what you think that Trump does, I'm not telling you go read the comments the next day and go through all chat. I don't recommend that at all. But I do believe a little bit of criticism to see, well, maybe there's a little bit of credibility there. There's a little bit of value there for me to receive. How can I receive this and recreate myself? Because if you're not too careful, Adam, and I'll open it up to you guys if you want to say anything. I'll give you the final thoughts, and then I want to get on the next story. But I wanted to open up with us, get right into it.
Head down in shame.
There is no
Look at his face. Pause it. Pause it. Look. Watch. Look at his face when you see his eyes. This guy's got his head down in shame right now.
Yeah, he's probably pinching himself trying to not cry.
Look at him. He looks like he's gonna cry right now. He look. Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if it looks like this guy is holding back tears. He's like, man, you got to do me like this.
And honestly, I'm thinking back to when they gave, and I'm no Candace stan, okay? But I am thinking back to when, wasn't he the one who gave Candace such a really hard time and said she had no friends and, you know, nobody liked her and all that? I mean, I don't know. I just think back to all of that, and it's like, hey, man, maybe what comes around goes around, bro.
You know, I got to be honest, and I'm not trying to talk shit right now. Like, I'm familiar with Patrick Bet-David, obviously, and I like him a lot. I like his takes on stuff. He seems like a really sharp guy. I don't agree with him necessarily on everything. You know, I think his mind is much more focused on, like, business and success, and I kind of think more, like, in terms of, like, what's best for humanity in different areas. Not to say that he's not. I'm just saying that he's, like, more business savvy, and, you know, that's his focus, and that's fine. But anytime that I've watched his show, I didn't really pay attention to this guy. You know, he's just like one of the other guys. You know, it's like a interchangeable part. And I think that that's like kind of like the moment that he's, you know, the reality that he's facing right now. It's like all of a sudden he gets this attention. He gets this platform on this guy, on this show because of Patrick Bet-David. And now he gets to go around and, you know, be the star and get his attention and shine on other platforms. And he's getting his dick kicked in and making him look foolish, you know? And now it's like the reality's coming in like, hey, you know, I'm not that guy. And he's just getting dressed down publicly. And
yeah, he's arrogant. You know, he's arrogant and ignorant. You know, I think those are two very perfect words to describe Adam. I've always thought that about him, unfortunately. I met Adam. I think that he's the same, but he follows PBD around like a puppy. Actually, they all do. Yeah, anyways.
There's no April Fool's jokes today. I don't have one. Okay, so if you guys are expecting an April Fool's joke, I don't have one. This is not an April Fool's joke. I know what day today is. This is not, you know, I've had certain friends of mine that are very good at, I used to be very good at the April Fool's stuff. I don't have one today. Maybe I'll have one for you next year when I'm in a different mood. But this is the part I want you to be thinking about. Is the market is going to criticize you. There's a very big difference between the bots. I read a comment yesterday, made the most disrespectful comment to me. And the first thing I did, I went to the account. It got started in February of 2020.
Jesse's texting me. He's like, well, you can't say I didn't warn you. You have their attention now.
yeah, for real. For real.
Last month, he was like, he's like, I don't know if I should even say your name on my live streams. I get nervous because you talk so much shit against the administration. He's like, I keep telling you. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Comes with the territory.
26.
Stir that pot.
Followers follow 6,000 accounts. That's a bot of somebody that created to say it. Forget about the bots. There are some people that are giving real feedback that we have to pay close attention to because, you know, we can disagree. You know, even with the Dave Smith part, Dave Smith's issues, we can sit down and have a debate over the number and I can still do it respectfully. You know, even when I went to Jubilee, they disrespected me. I didn't disrespect the kids when I spoke to them. Our position has to be a different position. And even when Trump calls out, he still is very paying attention to the likability score that he has. Love him or hate him, people like him. I'll pause. Vinny, any thoughts
Can
you
I
had?
just respond real
Of
quick? or
course,
do you want me to go to the
absolutely.
line?
No,
So
go for
I'll just break this down real quick. We didn't have this discussion prior. You just kind of preemptively brought this up, and I'm totally okay with it. If I wanted to have a ideological debate with Dave, I would probably rephrase it that the world is a dangerous place, and he wants to pretend that he's an ostrich and not engage with anybody. So, you know, to use an analogy, if this guy was a dating coach, he would say, just sit at home all day and wait for women to knock on your door. And that's when you can respond to women. The world doesn't work that way. If you're a sales coach or if you're a sales manager, that's like saying, just stay by the phone.
Yo, pause it for a minute, thanks.
But the outcome of
Like this is what I mean, and I talk about this all the time, and I say all the time because I don't get everything right. I make mistakes, and I'm sure at some point or another I'm going to say something. Maybe I'll go on a debate. Maybe I'll make an ass out of myself. Maybe I'll call somebody a scumbag that's not necessarily a scumbag, and I don't have the whole story. But at the end of the day, when you screw up, you just have to own it. You just have to own it. It's really not that hard. And people, you'd be surprised how forgiving people could be when you're real and when you're genuine. And when you I don't understand why it's so hard for this guy to just say, like, yeah, I fucked up. I don't think my points were wrong, but I understand why you're disappointed in the way that I presented myself. I'm not saying Dave Smith was right. I'm not saying I agree with him, but I get the message. I hear it loud and clear. And you know what I mean? Like, is it really that hard? Like, does he not realize
Some
that
people
he's
don't
still
have the
standing there
humility.
trying to stand his ground? Like, he's trying to repackage this bullshit and sell it to us. And it's just like, this is why I call the guy a douchebag. You know, it's like, because you could tell, like, you could see through people. Like, you could tell when they're not being genuine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the guy's standing there, like, he's sitting there looking like he's going to cry because he's getting dressed down publicly. And he's still not getting the message. He's still not getting it. He's still trying. Well, you know, like what I would just want to say if I wanted to have. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You like your boss is telling you publicly that you made an ass out of him, and you're making an ass out of yourself. And he's telling you that you should probably reconsider the next phase of this situation, meaning that you're getting one more chance, and then maybe he's gonna have to get rid of you. And you're still just trying to just sell it and just. You know what I mean? It's like Pam Bondi getting up there like, well, it's a Democrat hoax. There are no files. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, just shut the fuck up. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean?
Dow's at 50,000. That's what's most important. The Dow's
yeah. The Dow.
Dow.
And you know what? Pam Bondi's not with us anymore. She's gonna get a nice cushy job in the private sector though, because she actually did her job. I don't think that's the same with this guy. I don't think he's doing his job. I don't think that he's getting the message. And I don't know what that next phase is gonna look like. Maybe he will end up on Salem or Fox, be a commentator, or who knows? Maybe I'm sure Dan Bongino could use a sidekick. That's another scumbag that he would love a guy like that. But anyway, I'm going to refrain. Let me refrain. I'm sorry. Chad, I apologize for the rant. I just can't deal with it. I can't deal with people that are just that blatantly full of shit and disrespectful. I'm sorry. All right, I'm done.
Forget Dave Smith. This isn't a Dave Smith conversation. That could have been John Doe. I'm not talking.
But the point is that I'm trying
what
to
is
make
the
with
purpose of a
ideologically,
debate?
we're not aligned.
What is the purpose of a debate?
To find the truth.
The purpose, it's a clash of ideas.
Sure.
So somebody can watch and say, wow, good point. Never thought about it that way. Let me go back and look at it, right? That is the purpose of a debate. The purpose of a debate is for me to look at something when, like the moment where Hillary Clinton and Trump are going at it, and Hillary says, him and all he didn't pay any taxes, and he didn't do this, and he didn't do that. And then the moderator asks Trump a question and says, is it true that you paid this? He says, yes. I will use every single tax code that you have, just like all her donors do. And by the way, you've been there for 36 years. How come you've never changed it? So me as the voter sits there and says, that's a very good point. You've been there for 30. That's the debate. It gets people thinking.
Sure.
So if I'm going into a debate and I didn't make anybody think, what was the purpose of debate?
Sure. Well, now, fair point. Well, the point that I was trying to make is that ideologically we're not aligned here. I'm supporting Trump. Was I supporting Trump 5-10 years ago?
No, you were not.
So I'm all behind Trump. Everybody wants to criticize Trump right now. The thing that I'm basically establishing is the fact that this guy has a luxury of living in America and wants to criticize the heck out of Trump when I'm defending Trump and our troops. The point that I was saying is I'm defending Trump. Dave's the type of person that will root for the bad guy in the bad movie. So that's who Dave is. Aside from that, other than that, I understand what you're talking about. The reason that I brought up the Coleman Hughes, and I encourage people to go watch it. This was the sort of like the swan song event. Imagine you hype up this event. Here's what's going on. The SLS is coming this weekend. Here's what's going on.
Bro, shout out to Patrick Bet-David for being able to listen to this guy every day. And he pays him to listen to this shit? Wow. Yo, it's got to be like his handler.
He does it for the
I don't
ratings.
know.
He does it for the ratings.
Yo, I mean, people watch The View, right? Maybe he'll be the one guy on that show. The View plus Adam.
Guy? I don't know. Half a guy.
It's a 12-0 drubbing.
You think he's a trainee?
That's my point. Should I have conveyed it a little bit better? Sure. Should I have not brought up someone else's debate in my debate? Maybe I'll learn that for the next time. That's fine. But the reality is this: he got whooped, and I called him out on it. That's all it was.
Yeah, but it was your fight and his.
Sure. For the next time, I'll debate him just heads on. I brought up something that from the past.
But my feedback isn't actually.
He's not even getting it though.
He's not getting it. He's not changing anything. Yo, Patrick Bet-David should have fired this guy right in the air. Imagine that would be such a viral clip.
He probably wants to, but they might have a contract. You know what I mean?
Oh my
No,
god!
I'm sure they have a contract. Absolutely.
I would still, it'd be worth it. The ratings that he would get for ripping him and firing him, and then just pay him to stay at home, that'd be worth it. Be worth it.
Really.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
one
know.
episode.
It's more
It's not-
complicated. Yeah. It's way more complicated than that.
That my feedback is
Because
it's
think
okay
about
to
it,
pay-
even if you get 10 million views, which you probably wouldn't even get 5, but
Yeah.
even if you got 10 million views, you make what? You probably make $1 million.
You guys aren't seeing the big picture. You guys aren't seeing the big picture.
Not even $1 million.
He's gonna.
100,000.
This guy's gonna keep going to other interviews, and he's gonna do it again. He's gonna get owned again, and one day it's gonna be a really
Dave
bad
Smith,
debate.
he already confronted and wants to do it again, and asked Dave Smith to go on Tuesday, and Dave Smith agreed, which is what we're gonna see next.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Whose platform is that gonna be on?
Pierce Morgan.
What time?
And I'm
definitely
I
gonna
mean,
stream that shit.
I want to see this. I want to show you what Dave Smith said though, because I have that queued up too.
Guys, Tuesday, whenever the Piers Morgan thing is, we'll be watching that.
We got
I'm
to
gonna have
live
the
stream that.
popcorn.
Every once in a while, good feedback's being given. Not 80% of people, not 90% of people, but there are reasonable people that will give you good feedback.
Sure.
And none of us, there's not a single human being in the world.
Wow, it looks so different when you're. That's the first time I've seen the studio that way.
Mm.
It looks like some big stage, and then you see it, and they're in the fucking basement.
Actually likes to be
fancy.
given feedback.
Yeah, right.
That
Yo,
we get
Dave is gonna
excited about
destroy
it.
this guy.
So it's not like anybody likes it, but it's in those moments where your character is being tested to say, you know what? Let me receive some of this and see if there's some good feedback and then process it.
I'm going to turn this over to Vinny. I'll just say one thing.
Yeah.
You know what Vinny and I do when you're not around?
What's that?
We say, hey, what feedback do you have for me? What feedback for me? We actually
still
talk.
talking
We actually
like a
convey.
big
How many
shot.
times have we done
Remember,
stuff like
what
that?
the difference is,
So-
you know what the
Yeah,
difference
Vinny's like, don't look at me.
Here's the
Fuck off.
difference. So this event at SLS, I asked the
Benny's
question.
like, don't bring me into your
Hey,
shit,
it's
bro.
like, don't look at me,
I
fuck
don't-
face. This is
I
your
don't want
bad.
to.
I like
don't
my
look
job.
at- Did you see?
Yeah. I caught it right
you-
away. That's why I said it.
When you're not around,
What's that?
we say, hey, what feedback do you have for me? What feedback for me? We actually talk.
Oh, we do. Oh yeah, we do.
We
do.
actually convey. How
Yeah.
How many times have we done
Remember
stuff like
what
that?
the difference is?
So-
You know what the difference is?
Oh shit.
What's that?
Here's a difference. So this event at SLS, I asked the question because I used to always look at my guys and judge them on
He looks
how
like
hard
his
they
head
work,
hurts
how
right
great
now.
they're on scripts, how many books they read, and all this stuff. Eventually, I'm like, let me look at it in a different way. It was, how much information does this guy retain from what I teach?
Mhm.
So you teach something, this guy retains 10%, that guy retains 20%, this guy retains 30%. Then the next thing is, okay, so he's winning on retaining information. He's smarter than you, let's just say, hypothetically, right? Okay. Now the next part is what? What's after retention? Implementation.
Execution.
So he only implements of the 30% he retained, 5%. He retained 20%, but he executes 20%. You retain 10%, but you implement 50%. Then it comes to coachability. Then it becomes the speed of implementation. Then all of that stuff. Feedback is feedback. It's receiving and implementing.
Yo, pause it real quick.
That score of coachability.
Yo, how is it possible that this guy is not getting it? He's literally breaking down. Like, listen, some people are smarter than others. Like, I know you're smart, but it's not just about being smart and getting the feedback. It's how are you going to use the information that you have? And then when I identify that you're not using that information properly and I try to coach you, how coachable are you to pivot and make the necessary adjustments for you to do the job the way that I expect you to? Like, is anyone else catching that? Like, that's how I'm taking it. Is like he's trying to tell him in a nice way. It's like, listen, you're smart, but you're not doing the right thing. And then when I try to step in and tell you that you're not doing the right thing and try to coach you, you're not really listening.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people like this where they're so on the defensive that you know what this is, right? That's narcissism. Actually,
100%, 100%.
So
it's not just narcissism. It also could be coming from a place of insecurity, because a lot of times, like when people are insecure, like they try to like put out their chest, they try to act like they're a big shot, and then the second you like take the little pin and pop that bubble and burst their reality, it's like they get very, very defensive because they can't really face the real reality. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to be the guy, and he's like literally taking him to school right now and just dressing him down and trying to rebuild him publicly. And the guy is just so in denial that he just doesn't get it, and he's rejecting the lesson.
Hey, if you want to go watch the video, you don't have to be here to watch us talk, man. You can go watch the video. It's public.
Thanks.
You know that,
people.
right?
It's
No. We're in the middle of having a discussion about this video. We're commentating so we don't get a copyright strike. 1, 2, we're also giving our input. So if you don't want to hear it, you don't have to watch the show, man. No one's forcing you to. You got a computer or a phone, you can go watch the show.
The high-low is the difference between you and Vinny. And that's the coachability marker that I want you to be internalizing for yourself. So, Vinny, again, I don't want to be on this too long. I want to move on. But if you want to say something,
this will take me 2 minutes from a debate.
Oh, Vinny's about to be like, this will take me 2 minutes. You're a fucking retard, Adam. I've been telling you in every one of those feedbacks that you just said we had that you need to stop being a selfish scumbag. But you don't listen. So now look, you represented our dad really badly, and you're not going to get paid this weekend, and he's not going to feed you.
Because I'll give both sides. He's never been in this environment.
I could just see Adam right now just drowning himself at Live nightclub in Miami right now. Just like by himself, unbuttoned shirt, lost his fucking blazer jacket, just hair's a mess. He's unshaved and shit.
He's like that. Oh gosh, there's like a meme or whatever. I can't remember that actor's name, but he's like, y'all have seen.
Oh, you're talking about the John Hamm clip.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Just a disaster. Like, because I know, like, I lived in Miami for 5 years, so I could just see him there right now. I just could see the room.
When they send a van, when I go and do these debates with a panel of 6, everybody's yelling, talking over each other. People don't realize you're in a van, you're sitting in the sun in Florida. I'm red. I know you were hot. Even what's his name was in there. Jaden was in there. Mm-hmm. People are like, he's on cocaine. I read the comments because I want to know what the temperature is. The negatives were obviously you referred to another debate, which nobody wants to do. You were a little off. I felt, because I know you as a brother, I know that you were nervous. This is what bothered me, Adam. We are in here, and I know what's going to happen today on this podcast. Israel's going to be brought up, and we're going to go into it. You are amazing at that debate. And I was disappointed because, you're in the moment and you refer to whatever. You have the arsenal. You had the ammunition. You had this big-ass arsenal, and you just used a pistol. You were just, like, kind of going after and doing personal. And I was disappointed.
Yeah, that's a stretch. I don't think that's true either.
I don't know if he had any arsenal.
He's trying to do him a favor right now. What a good friend.
Yeah. Jesse just sent me a 5-minute audio clip. Like, what? Am I about to have daddy talk to me now? No, Jesse on Fire sent me a 5-minute audio clip. What did I get in trouble?
Bro, that's weird. A little weird. Calling him daddy, but
No, I'm talking because of the PVD. I'm trying to. You're an asshole. Fuck you. You're out. You're fired.
Disappointed because I was like, yo, you have it, you didn't use it. And this is my attitude. When I was young and I'd get my ass whooped, my mom would be like, you're gonna go outside and you're gonna fight that guy right now. You're not gonna sit here and let it fester. I know that you're gonna do it. You have to debate him again. You have to do it again.
Sure.
Okay, all right, Tom, you don't look like you have anything to say. It's all good. We can. Just
I don't have anything to add.
Tom, it's all your fault. I was filling in for you, bro.
No. Pat was very articulate about it. He's got standards. We get feedback. We try to meet those standards. And we want to represent well wherever we are.
Okay, all right, all good. Thank you, Tom. We got a lot of messages, Pat. You know.
So let's show the Dave Smith response because I do have that here. I was just watching it actually. Let me see. Dave Smith right here. So basically what he says is, and it's the whole show, but let me see.
Moment. He even said this is something everybody should in this. Anyway, I hate to make it personal, but it's like
Okay, here we go. We'll go like right here.
Brother, we are in the middle of an intervention on your show about how terrible you did. And you're saying, I've never met a woman who has less accountability than Adam. I think he does like a dating advice podcast or something like that. You are the worst club hoe I've ever seen in my life. You literally
I told you he's going to be in the club.
Was for you to pass judgment on me and what you think I do good or what you think, oh, dude, I mean, in that Coleman Hughes debate, they made it out like it was this big debate. It was a swan song. And then I'm just saying he got cooked. No, sir, you got fucking cooked. I am sorry. There is no, and I mean this, there's no honest person in the world who does not objectively go. Objectively. Even if you only take the people who think Coleman won that debate, only take the people think Coleman won that debate, exclude all the people who think I won it, and just take the people who think Coleman won it. It's an objective fact, every one of them being honest, know that Adam lost by 100,000 times more than I lost. Like, even if you consider that a loss, I did not humiliate myself. There was not a need for an intervention on my next show because all of the comments will not let it go that I humiliated myself so badly. Okay. But here's the other reason why I had to bring this to the show. So Vinny, on their episode at the end, first Adam says, he says next time he debates me, he'll really show what's up. Like he immediately in the thing started going, well, if I was to debate Dave ideologically, maybe I'd debate him like this. And Pat's like, dude, it's not about Dave. Like we're not giving you another chance to debate Dave. We're saying, what can you learn from this about what you just did, sir? It's so embarrassing. Oh my God. Just like being, like talking to a child. And okay, so Adam throws out some ridiculous thing about what he would say next time. Dave's like an ostrich who doesn't want to engage anyone. Yeah, dude, you should have brought that. That would have really worked well for you if you had brought that to the debate. But so he says, then Vinny goes, hey, dude, it's like when you're a kid and you lose a fight, you got to get back out there and fight that guy again. You gotta debate Dave Smith again. Then Pierce Morgan Uncensored account on Twitter goes, we're happy to host this again. Then they reached out to my people and they want to book it for Tuesday. So this is the situation we're in now. They want to book this rematch for me to debate Adam again. And now I'm in this position, and this just makes me furious because this is like, well, first of all, this is so ridiculous. It's basically insulting to me. Like the idea that legendary curb stomping, legendary self-immolation warrants a rematch is fucking insane. And the fact that somehow in this moment where Adam lost so bad that there has to be an intervention on the PBD podcast. Something, by the way, I would not wish to have. I don't want that to be what they have to do on their show. But again, I didn't choose this. I didn't. Adam, when we did the debate, the first Adam threw one insult at me, kind of like a joke. He goes, "Hey, Dave, thanks for dressing up." I chuckled. I was like, "Hey, let's get into it." The first time I spoke, I'm just giving my opinions on the war. I'm here to debate the ideas, as I always am. I'm here to debate the issues first. If you want to make it about me, I will respond in kind. Then the Adam goes again, and he called me a child, said you look like you're 17. So it was like, okay, it's on. And then I lit him up. Let's say this. The fact that he humiliated himself so bad that they need to have an intervention on their show, and this still ends with a challenge to me, as if I don't accept this debate, somehow I haven't stepped up to the plate, like he's going to come back and get me in the rematch. Dude, nothing about this warrants a rematch. That debate warrants you never debating again, let alone coming at me, someone who's kind of good at it. Like, I just, this to me is crazy. And I resent being even put in this situation. I'll say this, okay? Let me just, I'll put it like this, because I'm not going to be the one who like says no to this shit. So you guys can say something like, oh, he wanted the rematch and Dave wouldn't give it to him or something like this. Okay. I accept the debate for Tuesday. Pat, Vinny, if you care about your boy at all, do not let him accept this. It's going to be more vicious than the first one. That is the standard I'm letting you. I'm not interested in having a good faith conversation about the ideas anymore.
If you care about your boy, don't let him do it. Yo, they're not even gonna talk. Like whatever they were debating about before, like forget about it. Dave Smith is gonna dress him down and explain to him what Patrick, like the same rant that I went on. Dave Smith is probably gonna like. Do you understand? Like, do you understand you did so bad that he had to like publicly shame you and try to school you and educate you to make sure it would never happen again? You know? And oh my God.
Debating again, let alone coming at me, someone who's kind of good at it.
I started back.
This to me is crazy. And I resent being even put in this situation.
That's so funny that I resent even being
look at his
put
face
in this situation.
Look at the look at his face. He looks like it's like part confused, part disgusted. Yo, shout out to Dave Smith.
I'll say this, okay? Let me just, I'll put it like this, because I'm not going to be the one who like says no to this shit. So you guys can say something like, oh, he wanted the rematch and Dave wouldn't give it to him or something like this. Okay. I accept the debate for Tuesday. Pat, Vinny, if you care about your boy at all, do not let him accept this. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be more vicious than the first one. That is the standard I'm letting you. I'm not interested in having a good faith conversation about the ideas anymore. Like I'm going in there to eviscerate Adam this time, which I was not going in there to do the first time. Vinny, I understand you got to stick up for your brother, dude. But if you love your brother at all, do not let him come back in here. You are sorely mistaken if you think he has an arsenal that he didn't use. This is the thing he said on the show. Dave's like the dating coach who tells guys not to talk to women. Yeah, dude, that'll get me. Wow, man. Like, I don't know what to say here, dude. Adam had every opportunity in the world. Pat bent over backward to set him up the right way. To go, I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm not saying what we're all thinking, which is that you embarrassed the fucking shit out of me personally and my brand. You humiliated yourself publicly. What can you learn from this? But he was trying to set him up. All Adam had to do was go, yeah, well, that didn't work out as well as I thought. You know, I'll try to learn from it and get better in the future, blah, blah, blah.
That's what I said.
Not say a word about me. But he's going to use that opportunity to try to discredit me more. And be like, Dave hates America. I just love America. Dave hates our truth. He said, nobody supports this guy. Nobody supports me, Adam. Like, how about you? How many people are supporting you here? How about you compared to me? Who's getting more support in this? Anyway, I hate to make it personal, but it's like it's annoying to me because, like, it's something when like someone's like, oh, they're talking all this shit, Then it's like, okay, come say it to my face. Then they get fucking destroyed, and then they're right back to talking shit behind your back. I think there's just something very dishonorable about that. I think Adam's like a shitty guy and really not nearly intelligent enough to be doing what he's doing. I don't say that about too many people. But you want to come do this again, man? Okay.
Well, no. Patrick Bet David said that he is intelligent. He's just not coachable. And he's not implementing his knowledge.
So. Yeah. I think he'll get destroyed.
Dave is gonna put this guy through the buzzsaw. Through the buzzsaw.
Better get the paramedics ready, huh?
It's gonna be like Adam's first night in jail with no lube. Like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to cover it. It's gonna be fun.
Let me pull up a couple of other things, something else that I had saved. I'm trying to order right 5 minutes before DoorDash finishes up.
You got DoorDash coming?
I'm gonna order DoorDash just like an hour from now.
Good idea.
Let me see. Oh, Theo Vaughn, bro.
We are gonna do a live watch.
Theo Vaughn.
I don't know if you saw this, Kurt. Theo Vaughn was on. He's in Austin. I didn't know he was in Austin. I guess he's doing a gig or something. Anyway, he was on. He was on Joe Rogan's show, and he says that this Theo Vaughn is. Adam Media says Theo Vaughn is a sign that Americans are waking up to the actual terrorists. Are you want to hear it? Let's hear it. Here we go.
What do you think is going to happen? You think we're going to be okay?
I hope so. Of course. I don't know.
Do you think about it?
I'm confused. I can't believe we went to this war. When we started bombing Iran, I was like, this can't be true.
And what about Lebanon now?
I know. Israel's invaded Lebanon. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, just fucking stop. Like, what do you need?
Well, they're trying to, supposedly, they're trying to stop the terrorists.
Yeah, that's crazy, though, if you're the fucking terrorist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to stop them, fucking stand in front of the fucking mirror and start there. What do you think is...
He's right. He's right.
He's right.
And, people will say, oh, well, he's an idiot because him and Joe Rogan, they put... Hey, look what our choice was. Our choice was a demented Joe who started the Ukraine war and was funding a genocide right in front of our face.
What difference would there be other than you'd be locked down?
And then we had a guy saying he was going to do the opposite, who actually had a track record of doing the opposite. Trump actually didn't start a new war. He did lots of horrible things as his first term, but he didn't start a new war. And he had J.D. Vance telling us that this is stupid. Trump was constantly saying how stupid. That's why he got elected twice. The first time and the second time was because he promised not to do this. And the first time he didn't do it. So there was, and then it wasn't like, hey, you guys had FDR or John F. Kennedy or Trump and you picked Trump. That wasn't our choices. Our choices was a moron who was vowing to keep doing a genocide and keep doing a proxy war at the nuclear power called Russia and Ukraine. And we had someone saying they wouldn't. It's like when I was younger and Reagan ran against Mondale, and at their very famous...
We're on our way to virality, folks. It's damn near 1 a.m. Eastern time, and it's been an hour and 30 minutes, and we've got 8,000 views. This one's going to hit. They need to know. Your boy Danks ain't something to fuck with.
Talk your shit.
You think that I let all the info? I'll have my own book of files out. You know that, right? I got the files ready. That you think the Epstein files is? I got the Epstein files will blush if I let all of my shit out. Right?
Whoa.
On Brad Parscale, on Tyler Boyer, I might even drop some Charlie Kirk drama. All right. Everybody wants to talk shit. Nah, nobody really talks shit about me. They all know I bring the receipts. But whoever took my shit down, they're going to feel the wrath.
Feel the
It's
wrath.
going to feel like
The
Jesus
wrath of
Christ
Danks.
actually came. They're going to be wishing they weren't Zionists by the time I'm done with them. That's what they're gonna do.
Wow.
How about that? How about that? Huh? You'll be wishing you weren't. You'll be like, oh shit.
Somebody
that's
said, "What are you waiting for to flame them, Danks? Don't hold out on us."
I mean,
You
I
should
got to
be
go
putting
through
that
the
stuff
files
out
and organize
anyway.
everything. I already am. I'm just talking shit. But all I'm saying is, I will go and find the dirt. You know what I mean? I haven't let everything out. You can't see the way the algorithm. I have stuff, right? But the way the algorithm works is that you can't post all of it at once. You have to like grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tried that when I was doing research onto Epstein. I was like making X accounts and just like trying to like put it out there. It's like X account was down. I had like 40 followers. They locked me out of my shit. I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, I don't even have it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting there thinking I'm going to like drop this and it's going to go viral and like, you know, and it's like,
once
nope,
you,
just
so
pull the plug on you.
right now I'm in the hot seat, right? So like, but I can show you guys actually.
You got to speak in a lot of subliminals and you got to drop a lot of breadcrumbs and kind of let people put certain things together themselves.
Look at how it works. It comes in waves, right? So this is my analytics. All right. So I wasn't getting shit. Like if we go back for the last year, I started this account in the summertime and I had nothing. I wasn't even doing anything. But in January, it picked up. And then they gave me a little zone right here for what, two months, like January, and then it went crazy in February, and now I'm going crazy again. Look at this. This is likes and bookmarks here. Let's go to impressions and engagements. So, I mean, in one day I had almost 1 million impressions. In 2 days I had over 1 million. But when you have to take advantage while you're hot, and then while you're in these situations, it's almost like it doesn't matter what you post. You're not going to get one of these unless it's like earth-shattering news, which is what the Salem Media thing was. This right here is what got my account taken down today. My video, my live stream. This right here. It took them 5 days to get to me. 6 days. But because of this, I mean, everybody retweeted it. The Salem Media shit. They have a stock. You realize that, right? Like Salem Media is a company. Look, I think it's SL Salem Media stock. So when somebody like me, with somebody like Brad Parscale is out here talking shit against them, their stock goes down. You see what I'm saying? Let's see if their stock has gone down. Let's see. I mean, I have no idea, but we could look at the 1 month. Look, bro, I dropped that tweet on the 28th, and it dropped from 53 cents to 40 cents, bro. You don't think I had something to do with that?
What is that in total value?
That's a 20% decrease.
Yeah, but what's the company worth?
It's worth 14 million in market cap, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 13 million. It was the market cap at the time was, I mean, if it decreased 20%, then the market cap was like 18 million dollars. So I probably had lost them millions of dollars, right? So when you think of, like, I understand this stuff, like that's why I'm showing you. There's a delayed reaction. So when they see the actual market tank, and then they go back, well, why do you think it took 4 or 5 days for Boyer to see my account and then say some stupid ass comment to try to get me to slander him so he could sue me? And then it's because of this. This is why, right?
Oh, I get it. You're trying to tie
I'm not
it
saying
in
I'm the
with
only
Patrick,
one.
the David Adam thing by you know, like they saw that there was a drop in the market. So there had to be a response, and the response was to cut your stream.
Look, the market
and
responded.
Patrick David
the market
is seeing a response from the market, and he has to give Adam the dress down. I get it. Wow. Thanks. You're such an intellectual.
Listen, I come from the markets, right? I was brought up
Jordan
on the
Henshaw
PBD
says,
game,
"What
bro.
is the stream?" Shout out to Jordan.
The stream became they made the stream this way, bro. They made it happen this way. Okay. And no, we're not going back to Charlie Kirk. All right.
Yo, did you see Blake left a comment? He said that Brian Harpole killed your stream.
Brian Harpole.
Did he leave that comment?
Huh?
Did he leave that comment or?
No, it's a joke. Yo, come on. Nobody gets it.
Of course I get it.
I mean,
I thought we were gonna have him on tonight. Where is he?
Oh, did you ask?
I thought you were gonna ask.
I thought
What's up to
you
three
didn't tell
bad
Blake
words?
that we were gonna invite him on?
I thought Danks was asking.
Why
What?
would Danks ask him? That's your boy.
What was
What?
the deal?
No, I don't mind. But
I'll
you were
call him
definitely
right
asking,
now. I'll
Baze.
call him right now.
Baze was like, I was like, well, I'll ask him, and Baze was like, no, let me ask him. Come on, let me ask.
You two were arguing over who could ask him.
Yo, I haven't spoken to Blake in a while.
She's trying to make Blake feel good right now. He's got two boys fighting over him. Two men, actually.
Sorry,
two
guys.
grown men.
He hit the button on me.
Oh, you have to try again. He probably has it on Do Not Disturb, but
It
that's when you hit that second call.
Happy Easter from Three Bad Words. You got new memberships for Three Bad Words.
Thank you, Three Bad Words.
Double membership over here. Mocha Matt.
Mocha.
$2. I think there's supposed to be a second debate. Yeah, I think that was from a bit ago.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you for the super chat. When you see the market respond in the way it has, your boy probably had something to do with this. Like, oh shit, you guys are owned by
think
Israel?
I'm just in the holiday spirit. I think that if Patrick Bet David could give Adam another chance, then maybe we could give Blake another chance.
So let's go to AmericansForTransparency.org.
Chat, what do you guys think? You want to see Blake on the show? I just text him. He's probably pissed. That guy does not like me anymore.
Oh, he just hold on. He texted me 5 minutes ago.
Oh, did he really?
Huh?
Salem Media.
Must be awake.
Yo, the chat saying no. Never mind. Abort mission. Abort mission.
All right, I'm gonna kill the stream. I'll catch you guys later.
People are saying that they'll leave.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to go see Theo Von, bro. What happened? See you guys.
got sidetracked.
I got all
You
like.
started pulling up your analytics.
It's because that's all of my brain is like going like, what am I gonna do here? What's going on here? How am I gonna respond to the market? you know.
Famously at their debate, Mondale said, we're both going to raise your taxes. I'm the one who's going to tell you he's going to lie. Well, if that's my choices, I'll go with the guy who's saying he's not. And that's why.
Love the three of you. Nice red pants, rad Mike from Scott. Member for a month.
Oh, yay.
Scotty gave me crap for making fun of your mic.
Thank you.
He had your back.
Shout out to the almost 2,000.
Scotty's got a thing for Kelly's. I don't know.
Shout out to the 2,000 people on X right now. I appreciate you all showing up, showing love for your boy. Yes, it's true what they've said. It's true what I posted. We can cover it real quick, do a little breakdown in case anyone's missed it. We've gained 150 followers since the live has been on, since I made that post on X. People really care about your boy. This is true. You might see me. They might be like, he's not down. He's live streaming right now. Yeah, I'm live streaming on X and on Rumble. All right. Live in Rumble. Live on X and Rumble. But yeah, YouTube literally deleted my stream. And then when I come in here to appeal, there's nothing to appeal. How crazy is that, bro? And then when I go to the live videos, like my recent lives, the video is completely gone. This is my last live was on Fridays members only yesterday. There's nothing to appeal. How crazy is that, bro? And then when I message them, because I'm not like big like Candace and Baron and Jesse on Fire and all them, I don't have a special representative. So I got to talk to a fucking AI agent. And the AI agent said it could take a few hours, sometimes a few days, up to weeks.
It was funny
But
when I spoke to my AI agent. It told me not to cover Tucker anymore. How funny is
did?
that? Yeah.
Dude, fuck that.
It said that that Tucker is putting out sensitive material.
Bro, what if I created my own version of YouTube and X combined, and then I made everybody follow me like Elon does? I mean, that would be pretty
That
dope.
would be step one, right? When they
that would
sign up
be
for the
like-
platform, step one is to follow you.
Yeah, before they even create an account, like,
Is that a real
follow-
thing? Is that a real thing when you're on X, you automatically follow Elon?
Yeah, go look. I guarantee you.
Yeah, that's
follow.
genius. It's like Tom
Yeah.
from MySpace.
Yeah,
Create
pretty
a
much
new
is your
account.
first friend by default. It's like when Apple, you get your phone, or at least used to be, you get your phone and these like random songs are already on your iPhone, and you're like, where did these come from?
Yeah.
Yo,
Except
shout
all he
out to Tom
follows
from
Elon.
MySpace. I feel like everybody forgot about that guy.
Everybody did forget about
He was
him,
like
bro.
the OG social media guy
Let's see what he's up to, man.
before the military put out Facebook. I mean Mark Zuckerberg.
Let's see what Tom from MySpace is up to.
I think he retired to
There
go
he
do
is.
photography.
Working for Salem Media. Oh shit.
No
I'm
way.
just
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm kidding.
You
I'm
took
kidding.
my breath away for a second.
Yeah, me too. Yo.
Oh.
No, I think he just went off. He just retired, drifted off into the sunset, and does like
Is MySpace
photography as
still a
hobby.
thing? MySpace.com.
I think Facebook bought it.
Oh, it
at this
is.
point. Yeah,
Oh,
but
wow.
nobody's actually going on there, I don't think.
How many users on MySpace today? $75.9 million users in December of 2008. Does MySpace still exist?
They had a
negligible
big
user base.
breach or something a few years ago too. They like lost all of the servers that things had been saved on.
Are we still talking about MySpace, or are we talking about NASA and the evidence
MySpace.
that they went to the moon?
Well,
Yo, what do you think's
okay.
really going
Are
on?
we
with that
okay?
Artemis?
So are we gonna finish Theo? Are we gonna go to
Jason,
the
thank you
moon
for the
landing?
membership. There ain't a moon landing. Yo,
Moon, NASA.
you got a better chance seeing Adam beat Dave Smith in a debate than seeing these assholes from NASA sending anything to the moon. I'm just telling you that right now. Or sending a person to the moon. It's not happening.
Our updates as Artemis 2 astronauts embark on NASA moon mission.
Yeah,
it's live.
Yeah.
Contents to the wastewater vent lines, ideally through a series of crew donations.
Yeah, they got a
and then
static
immediately
picture right here.
by a dump. So we are wondering if you think that is something you could support this evening, and if you were to suggest a time, we would like to know what it is.
Jackie, are you looking for how the max number of donations or a minimum number? What would the minimum number be?
They're like, let's just wait. Like, let's make it sound like we have to wait for the time to come past like what? How many miles? A couple 100,000 miles, and respond. So she already heard it, but she's waiting. All right, let's see what else we got. If Stefan Burns didn't cover it, it didn't happen. So that happened what? A couple of days ago, right? Did nobody cover it? Like, okay, there's a news thing on PBS. Let's see.
Yo, I had a whole bit I was working on. I say bit like I'm a comedian.
Right?
Maybe I'll try it. Maybe that's what I got to do.
You gonna go on tour?
No, not go on tour. But maybe I listen. If I knew that I was able to get some of my people to show up, I would 100% do like an open mic thing or book myself for a comedy show. No, I had a joke. I had a whole joke like in my head today that I was working out while I was at church.
But what is it?
It was because I was thinking about the holidays and how everybody's like people like us that like really know what's going on and are learning these things, and then all of a sudden the holiday comes and you have to go and you got to see like your friends and family that, you know, like everyone has their relatives, like not everybody's families are all based. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have the people that have their head in the sands. And I was working on this comparison in my head where I'm like, you know, they're kind of like junkies. Like that's kind of how I view them. And that might sound terrible. Anybody, and listen, the people that have a history with addiction or substance abuse are going to know better than anybody else. Okay. And me, even myself, you know, I had a time in my life where I had some when you have substance abuse issues, you know, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom. Like you can make excuses, you know, people will criticize you. They'll want to help you. But at some point they know that they just can't help you. You got to help yourself. And they kind of just got to let you go. And that is a harsh reality of substance abuse. And that is kind of how I feel about my friends and family and these people that are still supporting Trump and still supporting MAGA and still trying to act like the files are a Democrat hoax and that we should be at war with Iran and that, you know, the government isn't being run by PDFs and that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. Like going to the idea of going to family functions, it's like worse than like having a junkie in the house, babysitting my kids and leaving my wallet out. Like I would rather do that than have to deal and have those conversations. And I know that might sound horrible and I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody right now, but that really is how I look at people that haven't woken up to this yet, because it's cognitive dissonance. Like they're choosing not to believe. And I think they're all a bunch of junkies. And now, you know, I mean, just saying, I got to go to the in-laws tomorrow, you know, got a couple people where it's like,
oh, this is where it's coming.
I went to church today. You know, I didn't go to my last 3 rooted class meetings. I totally blew off my rooted class. And then all of a sudden I had to like go to the church for a function. And everyone's like, oh, hey, Jimmy, where you been? You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, like, it's like, you know, I told one of them flat out, I'm like, you know what? I was going to go to my rooted class that day. Well, the last one I couldn't go to because that was when you broke the story on Salem. So like that took precedence. But like the one before that, I was going to go to my class. And then, you know, there are some people in there that, you know, believe that our not so greatest ally is in fact our greatest ally. And I had a class that day and I'm online looking and I see a little Palestinian kid get tied to a truck and dragged around. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't feel like going to Rooted today. Yo, I totally went sideways with this. I'm so sorry. Danks just like left the building. He's like, I'm not going to be on the screen for this one. Have him cut my ex too. Kelly, what do you think?
I just see Stacy suggesting that I befriend Erica and invite her on. So, chat, what do we think about that?
Which Erica?
Who do you think? Our greatest non-ally.
Oh, it could have been Erica Mindell, the ex-IDF agent that's, you know, working with TikTok covering the hate speech. That would actually be a good person to cover for the investigation because she was censoring all the alleged hate speech all summer. And then when Charlie died, she totally shit the bed and let the left celebrate and say all these crazy things. So, yeah, there's a couple of different Ericas that we could be speaking to right now.
Oh, this was really good. Serene 413. Erica. America.
America.
That was clever.
But chat, let me know, seriously, does anyone else have any of these issues when there's holidays and family functions where you have any of these awkward conversations or you feel like you have to bite your tongue or maybe you feel like you're getting shamed? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. If you can relate. Because I can't even go places anymore. You know, I made a whole rant on Instagram. It was actually a rant on my show, and then I put the clip up on Instagram and Facebook. And I basically said I was cutting ties with everybody. That the files coming out, like that was the line for me. That if the files were out, we have the documents in black and white, and people are still gonna like write me off like a conspiracy theorist and act like this stuff is not going on, then I can't talk to you anymore. It's like I love you, no hard feelings, but like I do not want to share air with you. I do not want you near my kids. Like I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I think you're a junkie. You know, shout out to all the people that actually are going through substance abuse issues. You know, like, nah, for real. Like,
shout out to
it's
all the
kind of a mean-
junkies.
Yeah, yo, I'd rather hang out with actual junkies than the people that I'm talking about. Like that, 1000%.
Yeah, for sure. Wallets at risk. Let's run it. Making it. Rain.
Damn, I might relapse just thinking about this shit.
Oh,
It'd take me a lot to put another needle back in my arm.
No, I never did needles. I just, you know, I had prescription issues.
I had those too.
Well, I'd assume so if you moved up.
I don't know if it's up or down, but it was definitely a direction.
Oh my god.
Back, front, and back, and side to side. I don't know. That's what they say in Texas.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah, life
know,
is good.
I hope the chat is learning something tonight.
Yeah, don't talk shit about Brad Pascal or Tyler Boyer
or Dave Smith.
or Dave Smith. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, man.
What's Scotty say? I was told not to talk in front of my friend's kids by his wife. I went off. I said they are kids. Oh yeah, good, because it's bouncing around. I was told not to talk in front of my friend's kids by his wife. I went off. I said they are kids. Did you think I was talking about fucking juice boxes and kites is our worst enemy? Kids, Uncle hides money in walls. Yo, Scott's a real one.
I hide money under the dirt. All right.
Don't let it disintegrate.
It's not actual fiat. I don't fucking save fiat under the ground. What the hell? Don't let it disintegrate. I hope my gold won't disintegrate. Oh no. I worry about my fucking
Nah, for real though.
my English bulldog getting that shit. Is what I
Yo,
worry
for real though. Tomorrow being Easter, I wish we could just be streaming tomorrow. I wish I could just hang out with all you guys.
I can stream on my other channel.
I'll be... Yeah, that's right. Because I have it pinned to the top or the bottom or whatever.
Follow my new channel. Let's see how many have. Let's see how loyal these motherfuckers are right here. Let's see how many new followers.
Yo, you just got 150 follows on X. How much more loyalty do you need?
I need it all. I'm a fucking dictator, don't you know? All right, let's see. Sub count. Oh yeah. We're doing pretty good, y'all. Oh shit, we got 80 new subs on YouTube.
Oh, you're on there now?
Yeah. Right here.
Here you go.
15,200. We were at 15,121 earlier.
Not too shabby.
There you go. Congrats.
Follow your boy at Danks Clips right here. If you want to actually see more content get banned on YouTube, I've got 2 more to burn after this, so we can keep going.
Well, don't tell them. Yeah, just keep it one at a time.
Yeah, no. We'll move one. Isn't that funny how I kicked this one back up today? Isn't that ironic? Or is it?
All right. Shout out to Stacy. She said earlier that she saw a story of them rescuing. I think it was the pilot that was in the plane that was shot down.
Let's see it.
And Trump posted about it online. I see Anomaly posting on Facebook Trump's post. It says, "We got him, my fellow Americans. Over the past several hours, the United States military pulled off one of the most daring search and rescue operations in U.S. history for one of our incredible crew member officers, who also happens to be a highly respected colonel, and who I am thrilled to let know is now safe and sound."
There we go.
Like the moon? Is it serious?
F-15E
is the moon safe or sound?
I think they
this
saved
is serious? Okay.
I hope it is.
I mean, I don't know. It sounds a little
hope it is.
fishy.
Let's see. What is it? Benny Johnson. Oh, our boy right here.
Okay, I'll say it.
Breaking news.
Yo, what's up, guys? I know it's late on Easter Eve, and so forgive me for my bias, and I will openly admit my bias right now. I just want this one to be true, you know? I want this one to be true. Here's what we
What is that? What is he saying?
I'm sorry if it comes from
About
Benny. I'm already not
Christianity?
believing
Is
it.
he talking about Christianity?
If it comes from Benny, I'm not believing it. Sorry.
He said, I don't want to admit my. Listen to what he says. I think he's
I
talking
don't
about
want to
Christianity.
admit my bias or something like
Why?
that.
Yeah, why are we watching Benny Johnson
on Easter Eve? And so forgive me for my bias, and I will openly admit my bias right now. I just want this one to be true, you know? I want this one to be true. Here's what we know as a matter of absolute confirmation. An F-15E Eagle strike fighter was brought down by a missile in Iran.
You guys know this is a Salem Media talking head, right?
That's what I'm like. Literally, I
Guilty by
I'll cringe.
association.
This is a
Let's see what the enemy's talking about.
Okay,
Keep your
okay, let's
enemies
hear it.
close,
Let's hear
ladies
it
and
out.
gentlemen.
a specific type of missile, a new style of air defense for Iran, and they were able to hit one of the sophisticated aircraft, not the most sophisticated aircraft. It's not stealth, for instance, but it's still a very expensive fourth or 4.5 generation fighter. And Iran was able to bring that down in spite of having a heavily reduced military. Now, allegedly, according to all available reports, one of the pilots were found as a two-man piloting crew. One was rescued by American forces, and then the next pilot was presumed still on the run. Nobody is quite sure, in fact. But this is a perilous moment, a perilous part of the world. This is approximately the region of Iran, mountainous and rural and agrarian and tribal. This is where the pilot was downed and was still again on the
How
run.
tribal?
There was no confirmation as
It's
to
tribal?
whether the pilot was captured by regime forces, whether this individual will be stuck inside of a hostage situation like many Americans have been in Iran before. In fact, I think everything that we're seeing in Iran today can sort of be traced back to the Iranian Muslim Ayatollah-led revolution.
Okay, you can go fuck yourself. All right. Republic World, U.S.
Yo,
Rescue.
thanks.
Firefighters
and with government efficiency.
I've got an expert here, real quick, who's going to tell us the official.
I just said if it was an F-15E Strike Eagle. I was just doing a little bit of correcting because I'm a plane enthusiast.
So he wanted
Very
to make
nice.
sure he corrected the record. Very nice.
Record has been corrected. There are 2,600 people that have been blessed with your correction.
Thank you, Braden. Now go back
on
to
the
me.
record.
Thanks. Tonight's bedtime story has to be about
There's no bedtime story.
your stream. Yeah, you have to do it, and it has to be about your stream getting cut. And you
not
got to
doing
have the
bedtime
lights off and the flashlight.
Nope, not tonight.
Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you
Chat.
want Danks to do the bedtime
No
story
bedtime story.
about
You
his
guys-
stream getting cut.
No bedtime story.
Both the pilots are now safe. And the second pilot, in fact, for which the search was going on over Iranian skies, that pilot has also been recovered now. So the second crew member recovered from the downed F-15E jet in Iraq.
You want a bedtime story? You can talk to YouTube.
Following a heavy firefight.
Fucking featherhead motherfucker. All right, let's go.
I'll do a bedtime story in a different stream if I have to. It's a tradition.
Someone said 1,000,000 once.
1,000,000 ones.
Oh,
There's no
Kelly,
good
did you
breaking
see
news
that what he did the other night? He turned the lights off and he had a flashlight in his face. And I told him, like, that's it. From now on, you got to do it like that every time.
That's epic. Okay.
I don't see any news yet. Iran news.
I see Brennan in the chat saying it's funny they talk about the rescue of the pilot, but what about the 5 dead attempting the rescue? Wow.
Oh shit! Really?
Is that
Let's go
is
to
that
X.
true?
We can't get
Yeah.
the
5 dead attempting the rescue.
And then he sent a link with info on it.
Oh, send the link. Put it in the private chat.
Okay.
I hope that's not true.
It's from Maze, so probably should be.
That's so sad.
She's usually pretty spot on with what she shares.
From drop site news, both crews members of the U.S. F-15 shot down over Iran have been recovered. Axios reports citing U.S. officials after a 36-hour rescue operation inside Iranian territory. President Donald Trump said the airman is safe and sound. At least 5 people were killed in strikes during the rescue mission.
Oh, man.
That doesn't say who. That's just 5 people were killed. Yeah, I mean, you can't take this and spin it as if it was 5 American soldiers killed. I would imagine if you got 2 Americans out, then you got 5 Iranians killed. That's how I see it.
I think we should just wait for more. I mean, either way, it's 5 people dead. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I'm happy. I'm happy that they were able to rescue one of our own. You know, and we shouldn't even be in this war. Like none of this should even be happening. You know, at this point, it's just. I just hope it ends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to remove myself from the space. I appreciate you guys. Have fun. Enjoy.
Where are you going? What?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm done for the night.
You're done?
I'm done.
How is that
in
gonna
3
work?
hours? My
how is that
YouTube
how is that
cut.
gonna work now?
I'll leave it open and then
Will we still be able to do the whole?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might actually take a little break. Kelly, you got more in you?
You just gonna leave me here by myself?
No, but I think I might take 20 and then come back on.
Okay. Was that a sound effect or a real dog?
I thought that was your dog.
That was
Not mine.
one of my dogs.
For once in the history of life.
What? So I'm going to end it and you guys are going to come out? 3 hours of this shit? Yeah, I know, right? Sorry, we didn't live up to. I mean, you can go watch OnlyFans or you can go watch Gay Pornhub. It's up to you, man.
Yo.
Your life, YOLO.
Danks is sassy tonight.
Danks has had a rough and devastating evening, okay? So
They said that was a mouse, not a dog. I mean, to be fair, it was like a multi-poo, you know. I even hate saying it.
a multi-poo.
A Maltese poodle mix.
Well, everybody needs to give Danks some hype before he says goodnight because, you know, this was a rough go, but he hung in there.
I'm going to go listen to Ball. That's what I like to hear. Me too, man. I'm going to listen to Ball. Yeah.
All right.
It'll be days.
We'll close it out. What?
So it'll be days, weeks, or hours before I get my live streams back.
Bro, you'll be back tomorrow. You already have another channel. You're back right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you've got a solid channel that you can.
And it's not even a channel that you started from scratch. You already got 15,000 subs on there.
Bro, none of them even know.
More than me.
They're gonna be like, "What? Crypto Danks is back and he's doing politics? What the fuck is this shit?"
Everyone on here, you just do a post, and you'll get a huge chunk of the people that are following you right now on there, and it'll be just
All
like
right.
a transfer.
I can't do anything. I can't comment anything.
I'll do a brief. I'll restart a stream with a brief bedtime story, but I have to write it first. So y'all.
Oh,
just have
she
to give
wants
me
to
a
do
few
it.
minutes.
I'm
course.
gonna go eat and splash a little water on my face, and I'm gonna be back very shortly.
I mean, I'll leave the stream on. I didn't say I was gonna kill it.
No, kill the stream. Don't worry, buddy. You don't want to do a bedtime story?
No, not in the mood.
You got a puss on your face?
Oh, I mean, I'm just not in the mood. This is your first badge of honor victory. First huge badge of victory. Huge badge of victory. Yeah. Like nothing like my livelihood being taken away is a badge of victory.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Don't throw in the towel. Look, we're manifesting all good things. Okay.
No, it's cool. I already have a contract. They actually reached out to me Monday, and I sent back my end of the contract. So you guys might not even see Danks again after tomorrow.
Stop with all this negativity. We're not manifesting anything bad like that, please. Okay.
Yeah, you're ridiculous.
Zip it.
What did Leah Files post? Is it something I haven't posted yet? Please. Let's see. Everything I see, she's like breaking like the files, the Form 990s, like nobody's looked at them before.
I know. I feel like it's recycled. No offense, but I'm like,
hi, baby. Huh? Okay. Okay. Let's see what Leah Files just posted. Trump also said we were, I mean, that's not new. Yeah, she hasn't posted anything new.
yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody. Thanks, everyone. Danks has too many people that look to his videos. He'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Don't worry.
I'll
make sure he's smiling. We'll turn that frown upside down.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you. Love you all. Interesting show. Great Saturday night. They think you're stupid. Don't forget. We'll see you guys in the next one.
All right. We'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, friends.